Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power. Simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
What do you expect after 25 years? Come on in, Sean, and make yourself at home.
Peggy 18.
Actually, this game has not been rated by Peggy, but it does contain graphic violence and probably shouldn't be played by anybody. I have been in stasis since the middle of August. Is that any way to treat a friend? Somebody have a word with the operator to make sure I'm allowed out of the box more often. Honestly, I'm coming down with a case of acute agoraphobia. It's not the way, I tell you. Anyway, on with the game. Once at least 12 of you have joined using the room code displayed on your screen, we'll begin the process. Sadly, 11 of you will be punished on the operator's behalf and summarily murdered. So I guess it balances out. Please stand by whilst I ruminate on who will join the process.
Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
2 years. Thank you for all the games and the lovely community you've built. YBO Gem.
Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
Try not to
Nexito
perish,
has joined
everyone.
the process. Brig has joined the process. Junior has joined the process. FLYB0Y1 has joined the process. Paulista has joined the process.
Thank the operator
Fetz
for
has
my 2
joined the
years as well.
process. Stimpson Sangle has joined the process. Ralph has joined the process. Nexito has joined the process. Mark has joined the process. Rias has joined the process. Pyro has joined the process. You will face 11 multiple choice questions. Answer on your devices. One player who answers incorrectly will be eliminated at random. In the event all players are correct, everybody is up for elimination. I have decided that it is far more fun for me if you don't know your fate until after it has happened. Therefore, I will not tell you the answer, nor whether you were correct until after elimination has taken place. Isn't this fun? For every correct answer, you will receive 50 pennies. The player who survives the process will receive an additional 500 pennies. Good luck. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Aardvark. 2 out of 12 players were incorrect. Nexito had to leave us. They will be missed. Get ready for the question. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Balletro. All 11 players were correct. On the plus side, it was quick, Brig. Get ready for the question. Seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Mark Chagall. 5 out of 10 players were incorrect. So that's what Stimpson Sangle would look like if they were turned inside out. Good to know. Get ready for the question. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was, don't speak. 2 out of 9 players were incorrect. This process can really take it out of you. Pyro knows that for sure. Get ready for the question. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Endiv. 3 out of 8 players were incorrect. You appear to have gotten some brains on the carpet, Junior. We will be billing your estate in the fullness of time. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time.
Let's try this again then for the hype train. Nexito.
The correct answer was Fitzroy. 5 out of 7 players were incorrect. I fear that will leave a permanent mark. What a shame.
What a shame.
Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Gilbert's syndrome. All 6 players were correct. I don't invent the rules, Fets, I just uphold them. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Warren G. Harding. 2 out of 5 players were incorrect. FLYB0Y1 just lost £150 in 1 second. Congratulations. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds.
Crossfired.
5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Interstellar. 1 out of 4 players were incorrect. Thank you, Rias, for volunteering to test the targeting system. You will be pleased to know that it still works. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was J.D. Salinger. 2 out of 3 players were incorrect. The experimental reduction to atoms program was a complete success. Please enjoy the experience, Ralph. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Katarina Johnson-Thompson. 1 out of 2 players were incorrect. It turns out safety mode was disengaged. Apologies for the confusion, Nexito. Next time, don't keep me in the box so long. Although, I suppose I'll probably act in much the same way. Either way, Paulister, here's your 500 pennies for at least trying to make me feel better about this situation. Thanks to Zaslis for writing this evening's questions as well. I guess I'll get back in the box now and feel sad until next time. Operator, please press the "What a Shame" button.
What a shame.
Thanks. And thank you for playing Crossfire. Goodbye.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 19th of October. Hope you all are keeping well. Welcome on in to the evening, and congratulations to Paulister on winning that game of Crossfire there. Came down to the wire too, going pretty strong all the way through, getting 10 out of 11, getting the last question wrong, and then Paulister got it right. So that's how that game works. Bad luck to you there too, but congratulations to Paulister, and very many thanks to Zeus for writing those questions, and to Lewis for proofing them. Hope you all are keeping well, and are looking forward to some trivia this Saturday evening. And here is a Bear. Hello. Hello, Happy. Do you want to come and see everyone? Because I've started talking. Come on. Here is the Bear. Now I am running the stream. Here he is. Shall I put the desk down a bit so we can see a bit clearer? Whoops. There he is. Oh, a great big yawn. Hello. You alright, boy? You tired today? Been too many busy days. I'm tired today. Yes, that's how I feel. Oh, he is very, very, very cute. Tiring being so cute. Isn't it hard work for a manual? You felt very sad because I had a fry up tonight and you only had dog food because you're a dog, aren't you? Aren't you? Anyway, let's bring the cat back so you all can see the room code if you want to come join. 30 of you in so far, room for 39, so room for a few more if you want to come and join us. You're going to go sleep on your bag now, Bear. Take your canvas bag, take your canvas bag. Take your canvas bag to the supermarket. Take your canvas bag. Oh, okay. He wants endless cuddles tonight. Endless cuddles. 31 players in the game. Room for 8 more. I'll come to the microphone and talk to you now. I'm just having a hug with my dog because he gets very needy. Right. Time to get down, boy. I'm going to tip you off. Come on. Down you go. Down you go. There you go. Good boy. I think he's knackered. To be honest, I am properly shattered tonight. We'll hear about my day. So I got up about 4 minutes before my alarm went off. I've taken to having an alarm on a Saturday, which is unusual. This is normally the one day I don't have to get up, but I'm trying to get into this good routine thing. So 4 minutes before my alarm went off at 7:30, and it was absolutely battering it down with rain, absolutely battering it, and I thought this morning is just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I sort of stayed in bed for about 10 minutes, and I thought, oh, come on, just get up and get on with it. You'll feel better if you do. So I took the dog out around the park, and I think we must have been the first of the local dog walkers into the park this morning because all the seagulls, all the herring gulls, were still there. He got to the park and he just made a beeline for them, and they went, whew, and it was very, 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 very funny. So that was first thing. No, back to your bag. Back to your bag. Go away. And then I went and did the park run, and I took another minute off my time from last week, so it was 27:02 this morning. So 5k, 27:02, so almost exactly 9 minutes a mile, which is pretty good going. So yeah, oh my God, Bear. No, stop being so needy. So yeah, I did that, and then yes, it was very much for God's sake, Fenton. And I came back from the park run. And I had a shower, and then I had a counselling session, which is great. And then I went out for a rehearsal for the concert, the Rack 2, that I'm doing next month. No, get down. Down, go on. And that lasted most of the afternoon, and if you have even a passing familiarity with that piece, you'll understand how much work it is. It's very, very hard work, physically demanding, because lots of chords and lots of movement and jumping around. So yeah, very, very tired off the back of that at the park run, and then came home, took the dog out again. So he's had his 3 walks today, and then yeah, it was, what do we do? Cooked dinner, put the shopping away. Yeah, popped to Tesco as well, got a few bits. Yeah, and then had dinner and streamed. So it's been a very full-on Saturday, a very enjoyable one, and I hope you've had a good one as well. Let me say hello to you all. Good evening to Colin and Mark and SJ and Shapes and OM Dalton and Samster and JR and Arun. Sorry, Junior and Arun and Prugs and AB Me. Good evening, Stilgar and Lupine and Jogging and Lewis, Astrid Garley and TVP8, Pyro Pygmy, Porlister, Stimson's Angle, Ardenfetz, Riasu. Good evening, CJ and Toot and Jack and Mr. Vertigo, Suyu, Jerry Kegler, Fluffy, Zeus, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You're all most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday evening. We've had Crossfire, we've got the Escape Artist now, and a bit later on we've got hopefully fixed Spotlight. I'm selling it quite hard. That's how I've been announcing it in like the Discord and on here as well in the Going Live message. Junior plays games. Yeah, that's his name now. Can't argue with Emily. She was very stroppy tonight, wasn't she? She's been in the box. August the 10th, I think, was the last time we played Crossfire. So it's certainly been a while. Bless her. Anyway, there's 32 of you in this game of the Escape Artist, which has been written by Oni, proof by me. Really good pack. It's I think it's quite friendly, actually. There's a lot of ins, particularly in this first round. The difficulty curve has been laid out very, very well. So yeah, kudos to Oni for this. Very many thanks for this pack. We'll see how it plays out, and hashtag Junior plays games. Love it. So as ever, because it's an elimination game, there is a sort of anytime entry of a fashion, but you don't really get to play in the main game. So if you want a sell that's actually worth something, now is the opportunity to come and join. Yeah, switch to the red wine tonight. I've got a bottle of 19 Crimes on the go. No, go away. Go over there. Onto, go, lie down. Good boy. Oh, he's lying down under the piano now. So yes, we've got this now, and then, like I say, later on, a bit of Spotlight, which should be a lot of fun. So I hope you all. Apologies if I sound a bit slightly less hyperactive than I normally do. I'm genuinely fine. I'm just really tired, really tired. I'm going to sleep well tonight, and then tomorrow it's off to church in the morning, and then I'm going around to the Vicar's for lunch after church, which will be very, very nice. So yeah, that's my Sunday. And dog's coming with me, so. Yeah, more subdued. I'm feeling quite subdued. I'm very, very happy. I'm in a good place, and sort of just relishing the a day well spent. It's been a really positive day for so many reasons. So in a good place, just a bit tired, but didn't want to miss tonight and let all of you down. So thought I could go and have an early night, but no, let's go do some quiz and. Great fun is going to be had. So, hope you're all ready to play. I've got 33 of you in, and if there is no one else to come and join, we will begin this game. This is The Escape Artist, as written by Oni. And if you're all ready, we will lock you in. And there you all are. Welcome to the cage. Who shot Junior? Emily. Welcome to the cage, all of you. Quiz prison. The objective is to escape. Hashtag bear behind bars. He's not behind bars. He's just under the desk. Trying to. I've moved my chair forward so he can't nuzzle his way in, but I'm sure he'll find a way. We haven't got a full bottom row. That doesn't happen very often. Only a smattering of cages left available. So yeah, lovely to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 empty spaces by the looks of it. So 34 players in the game, which is very gratifying. Thank you all for coming to join me. The rules are simple. Answer the questions, get them wrong, and you stand to be locked in permanently, which you don't want to be. You want to escape. That's the name of the game. But if you want a little bit more detail, here's the specifics. Let's play round 1. Round 1 is initiate, and in this round you need to answer 5 of the 10 questions. There are only 10 questions in the round, and you can only answer 5 of them. You cannot answer more than that. The harder the question, the more points it is worth, and we'll show you the ranking of the questions at the front end of the round. They'll be displayed in a random order. You cannot answer more than 5 questions. That's very, very important. So if you choose to answer the first 5 and you get them all right, you won't be able to answer any more. So do think carefully about which ones you want to go for. And bear in mind, I've said I personally think that this is a well-pitched opening round. I don't think it's particularly onerous, this round. That's just my feelings on the matter. So bear in mind the sort of proof of bias with that. Answer a question incorrectly and you will lose a life. If you lose all 3 lives, or if you fail to get 5 questions correct. Onerous. Yes, very good. If you lose all 3 of your lives, or if you fail to answer 5 questions before the end of the round, you will be eliminated. There are no penalties for abstention, so it might be the last 5 questions are the 5 that you want to play based on the points that they're worth. that's completely fine. You can wait for those 5 questions, but if there comes a point where there aren't enough questions left for you to get your 5 right, you will be eliminated. At the end of the round, I'll give a bonus point for every life that you've got left, and then if you're still with us, I will reassign those lives, so you'll get all 3 lives back at the start of the next round if you survive. Okay, but for every life you've got left at the end of the round, you'll get a bonus point. Those are the rules. So, oh my word, blimey! Well, this hasn't happened for a very, very long time. This is genuinely RNG. It's completely random, the order that the questions come in. But look at that. We are starting with 10, 9, 7, 6. 4 of the 5 hardest questions in the first 4. You've then got the 4 and then the 8. It comes as question number 6. So, if there's a lot of late escapes here, I won't be surprised. I think it probably works out quite well, because actually if a hard question comes up and you think, actually, I think I might know this, you get an opportunity to play it rather than risk it. So, yeah, it's always quite frightening when you see that, when it's the front-loaded difficulty. So if you're a first-time player or you've not played for a while, don't be too alarmed when the first couple of questions come in and you think, bloody hell, this is hard. Because they will get easier as the gradient goes on. Brig, Silent Marine, welcome both of you to the stream. Lovely to have you both here. I hope you're keeping well. So, that's the gradient. Round 1 is initiate. Good luck to you all. Question number 1. This is worth 10 points. The link, it's there on the QR code, Jack, bottom left-hand corner, and then the room code in the bottom right-hand corner. Or go to that one. Are you coming to join us? Because if you come to join us, Jack, I'll give you 30 seconds to get in. If you're not, then let me know and I'll start the game. But working on the assumption that you are. He does want to join, but he's confused. That's fine. We all get confused. Hello, Scorecat. Welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're well. He hasn't quizzed for many years. I'm sure Jack has had many experiences with quiz recently. You join through. No, we can't, Samster. Behave. Here he is, getting in time, just in time to get a cell before the first question. Jack becomes inmate number 35. See what his prisoner number is as and when he gets eliminated. Why not? Because it's all done through the universal controller now, Samster, because we've evolved. Right, good luck to you all. Question number 1 is worth 10 points, and here it is. Who reached the final of the 1997 US Open, at the time becoming the first Brit to appear in the final of a Grand Slam tournament for 20 years? That's time. 13 players attempted that, 22 abstaining. This is very good content, says Shapes. I'm delighted to see that Shapes was the first player to answer. The correct answer was Greg Rosetsky. Just 5 players getting it right. Tim Henman never reached the final of a Grand Slam. He made 4 semi-finals in Wimbledon and lost them all. Womp womp. And I forgot this game debugs my notes, so I don't actually need the question pack open on the right. Wrong answers coming in there. Henman, Faldo, Henman, Andy Murray. Andy Murray's a bit later than that. He wasn't born, and he was probably only about 10 at the time. 87, 86, I think Andy Murray was born. Henman, and Murray, all of those incorrect. But very well done for the 5 players who gave me Greg Rosetsky, Inca, Brig, I think that's a run, jogging, and Shapes. Shapes, of course, our resident tennis expert, was the first to get it right. So very well played. Let's play it back up. So your scores won't be displayed until you've escaped. You've got to light up 5 bars in order to escape, and then your score will be displayed. Let's go on to question number 2. This one's worth 9 points. See what you think of this. What was the name of the film sequel and book prequel to the Da Vinci Code? And that's time. 19 having a go at this, 16 sitting this one out. The correct answer, it was Angels and Demons, which actually, as literature goes, I read these when I was 16. I remember my family, we took a trip to Australia when I was about 16, and I just read the Da Vinci Code because it was all the rage at the time. It was very much in the zeitgeist. And I took Angels and Demons and Digital Fortress with me when I went to Australia and just devoured them. I mean, they're pap, but they're really good holiday reading. But yes, Angels and Demons. Strangely, the movie series effectively did the second book first, so Da Vinci Code is the second of the series, but because it was so overwhelmingly popular, I think they sort of capitalised on that, and then did the original Angels and Demons as a sequel. Sadly, this no so bad it's good video game version where Robert Langdon apparently knows kung fu in this one. Yeah, it would be good, a good video game adaptation. Wrong answers there. Devils and Angels, very close, Astrogali, but I'm afraid I can't allow it. And Flyboy Lost Symbol, that came a bit later. And as far as I know, there hasn't been a film about it. There has been a film of Inferno, I think. Because it went Angels and Demons, the Robert Langdon series went Angels and Demons, Da Vinci Code, Lost Symbol, Inferno, and I think there's a fifth one as well that I forget. And then you've got Digital Fortress and Deception Point, which were not Robert Langdon, but also by Dan Brown. Very well done if you got that one right. Ben's book review is also fairly accurate, but what complete pat, but goodbye the pool on holiday. I think that's fairly standard. I think I took one recently. I took Digital Fortress down to the beach a couple of years ago. Just sit there with a bottle of Prosecco reading absolute drivel, but it's very easy to pick up and read drivel. Let's light you back up. Okay, on we go. Question number 3. This one's worth 7 points. If you can give me a correct answer, best of luck. Take a look. Which band released the 1994 one-hit wonder Breakfast at Tiffany's? And that's time. 15 of you having a go at this one. 20 players sitting this one out. I have to say, I used to like this song, and I think I've played it too much. I now think it's quite an overrated song, or overplayed at the very least. The correct answer: Deep Blue Something. Just one wrong answer there from Rias going for Deep Blue. That was the computer from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I know that was Deep Thought. Deep Blue was the computer that beat Gary Kasparov at chess, wasn't it? But no, I did need the something on the end. Deep Blue Something. The song, for what it's about, it's a love song about how two people have nothing in common except that they both have seen a single film, the eponymous Breakfast at Tiffany's, and both thought it was kind of good. And they say that love is dead, says Odie. But yeah, and I said, what about Breakfast at Tiffany's? They said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we've got. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, I can see why they didn't really go to great things thereafter. Yeah, Deep Blue Something, very well done if you got that. 7 points if you gave me a correct answer there. Let's let you back up. We'll move on to question number 4, getting gradually easier. This one is worth 6 points. Let's see if we can get a few more lights on those cell doors for those who haven't yet attempted. Good luck. Question number 4 for 6 points. Take a look. Very good, Mantissa. Which American mobile phone company produced the Razr flip phone in 2004? And that's time. Player 2, just in time for the game, and there are still more than 5 questions, so you technically can still escape. It hasn't auto-eliminated you. Welcome on into the game. Lovely to have you here. Question 4, which American mobile phone company produced the Razr flip phone in 2004? The correct answer was Motorola. Named for being an incredibly thin phone for the time, it was the best-selling phone in the US from 2005 until November 2008, when the iPhone beat it in sales. The Razr remains the best-selling phone not to be made by Nokia, Apple or Samsung. I desperately wanted a Motorola Razr. Wasn't allowed one, but I do remember I got one of the very first proper camera phones. Does anyone remember the Sharp GX10? Which was a proper flip phone, but it had I think it was one of the first to have a 1 megapixel camera built into it. So I got a Sharp GX10 when I was about 16, and then I got a GX30, which was a slightly more upgraded one, and then I got a Samsung Toco Lite, I think, and then I emigrated to the iPhone thereafter. Mantissa, welcome to the stream. Just a couple of wrong answers there. Mantissa going for Verizon and Silent Marine going for Nokia. Both of those incorrect, unfortunately. Boy with me from the USA for somebody who lives in your junk drawer. Oh, I used to have I've got one of my filing cabinets that's got like old bits of hardware, old phones and tablets that I can't quite bring to throw away, even though they're basically paperweights. Oh, was it stress in the middle? Verizon. Did I say Verizon? Verizon makes sense, like Horizon, I suppose. Very well done if you got some points out of that one. Let's light you back up. So, this question number 5 for 4 points. This is the one where after which if you haven't answered any, you must be getting all 5 correct. So we haven't seen many lives lost yet. There have been a couple, but not many. No one is yet in danger. No one's door has gone red. So let's see what you make of this. Question number 5, and it's worth 4 points. Take a look. I thought about dusting that off, Zeus, tonight, but didn't feel that posh. Question 5. Who wrote the novel Alice's Adventures in Wonderland? Instead of just going for the bottle and glass. Yeah, the carafe would require a dusting, I think. That's time. 30 players have attempted it, just 6 sitting that one out. Stragani saying I blank. Let's take a look. The correct answer was Lewis Carroll. And Oni has remarked here, for some reason, I always get C.S. Lewis and Lewis Carroll mixed up. That is very telling. Not Junior, Pyro, and Jogging have all gone for C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis, of course, was more famous for the Narnia series of books. And Lewis Carroll was the one who wrote the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Other wrong answers, Mark Twain, White, and Dahl. All of those incorrect. Very well done. If you did get that one right, that one is worth 4 points. Well played. Let's start you back up. Okay, I'm getting some information in the console. We've got a handful of players who are now just 1 away. Proogs, Toe Maguire, Stimpson's Angle, Brig, Cinderv, Inca, Mark, Zeus, Nexito, and Shapes. 1 more correct answer out of the remaining 5, and you will be safely through to round 2. Remember, when you do escape, though, you won't be able to answer any more in this round. Player 2, because you did join the game late, you are bound to answer all 5 questions. If you fail to answer all 5 of these questions at any of the next 5 questions, you will be eliminated as a matter of course. And Pyro, your door has gone red, so tread carefully because it means you are on your last life. Good luck to everybody as we move on to question number 6. This is worth 8 points. Take a look. And Oni, welcome to the stream, my dude. Thank you for these questions. They're going down very, very well so far. Lovely to have you here. Question number 6, 8 points. Take a look. The 2024 video game Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is set primarily in which US state? And that's time. I must confess, I've never heard of this game, or presumably series, although it does seem to be a trend in modern video games where they'll write the game and then they'll put a colon and a subtitle, even if it's just the first in the series. Like Beyond, colon, 2 Souls. It's like, it wasn't, the second in a series. Why do they do that? Oh, it's Yakuza. I've heard of that. Problem is, I don't watch Archie Croshaw as much as I used to when I was younger. But yeah, Clive, welcome to the stream. I know you've been here a while, but you've only just typed in the public chat, so lovely to have you with us. So, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is set primarily in Hawaii. Infinite Wealth is the 9th mainline game in the Yakuza Like a Dragon series. There it is in my notes. Despite it being named Like a Dragon 8 in its native Japanese. They released a 0 prequel between the official release of 5 and 6, which is the one that really started interest in the series in the West. Yes, Yakuza 0, that one I have heard of. So, wrong answers there. California, Arizona, Pennsylvania, New York, Texas, and Nevada. Player 2, welcome to the stream. Oh, but a red light when requiring all 5. I think that is going to be sadness for you. We have got our first escapee. All of the doors that have gone a slightly light blue mean they're 1 away, but Brig, as getting that one right, becomes the first player to escape. Well done, Brig. You're going to have a good score going into that round because you've gotten at least 4 of the highest scoring questions based on the questions that have gone, so you're going to have a commanding score. You won't be able to answer any of the remaining 4, but you are safely through to round 2. We'll see you there. Unfortunately, player 2 start just joining the game a little bit late, and regrettably, I can type Angels and Demons, and well, it's still going to be a bloody good score with all 3 lives as well. All 3 lives. I think you've got all 3 lives. Yes. We look forward to seeing your score in a minute. Unfortunately, though, player 2 start. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Player 2, though, do continue playing in the background game because, of course, pennies are always available and the fun of the quiz as well. Brig on 35. That is going to go up to 38 if he did indeed have all 3 lives left. That is going to be a score to tussle with. Still a lot of players 1 away. Proogs, Toe Maguire, Stimpson's Angle, Ralph, Cinderv, Inca, Mark, Zeus, Clive, Nexito, and Shapes. Any of the next 4 questions and you're through to the next round. You don't have to take the next one. You could wait for the 5-pointer if you want to maximise your score. Escapister, Astrogali, Rias Marcini, CJ Bink, and Pyro. You require all of the remaining questions. You must get all 4 of these questions if you want to escape. And Marcini, Not Junior, Pyro, Jog It, and Flyboy, you're on your last life, so do tread carefully. The reason that Pyro and Marcini are not going red
is because the lighting priority, the lighting order prioritizes requires all. Like I can only show one color at a time. So, best of luck to you all. Let's take a look at question number 7, worth 2 points if you want to play. Take a look. No, it's not fun being red, is it, JL? Lapsang Souchong, Darjeeling, and Matcha are varieties of what drink? It's not this one. There's a lot of lights up there. 24 players attempted, just 11 sitting this one out. First to answer, hopefully correct. Let's find out. The correct answer was tea. They are all different types of tea. My own go-to is Earl Grey, which I bought a box of today because I'm nearly running out. Yes, Earl Grey would be my cup of tea. 2 cups of Earl Grey a day, one about 10:30 and one just after lunch. And it's very nice. Cup of coffee first thing in the morning. 1 cup of coffee a day because I'm a grown-up. Wrong answer. Rias, I'm going to allow that. Missed off the A, but I can see what you mean by that, so I'll let you have that. Tequila, though, Marcini, unfortunately, is not going to fly. Proogs and Stimson's Angle, very well done. You have escaped. You are through to round 2. We'll see you there. You won't be able to answer these last 3 questions, but we'll see you in round 2. Rias, I've condoned it, so you do get at least one more question. Unfortunately, the tequila. Very good. Marcini, thank you very much for playing, but unfortunately, it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. And we had Stimpson's and Proogs scores on, both of them moving up to 28. Nice score, and if they've got any lives left, we'll add on bonus points at the end of the round. Let's move on to question number 8. Theory, the easiest in the round, just worth a single point if you want to try it. Take a look. Good luck. I think, yeah, I agree with you, Proogs. What is the surname of the Viva Las Vegas singer Elvis? And that's time. 15 attempting this one, 19 sitting it out. The correct answer is, of course, Elvis Presley. Silent Marine. Ooh, there's an erroneous T in there. It's a 1-pointer, so I'm going to incline to be more generous on the ones that are easier. I can generally see what you're getting at there, so I think I'm going to allow it. Very well done. Yes, Elvis Presley is the answer. The what was he called? The King of Pop? That guy. Colin, Jogging, and Kegler, very well done. You've got your 5 and you are due for escape. We'll see you in round 2. Well played. Let's let you back up. So, with 2 questions remaining, there's a lot of players who are 1 away. AB Me, Toe Maguire, Ralph, Fetch, Stilgar, Vertigo, OM Dalton, Sinduvi, Not Junior, Cola, Inca, Mark, Zeus, Clive, Suyu, Flyboy, Jerry O's, Next, Zito, Shakes, Mantissa, Silent Marine, Opsy, and Jack. All of you are 1 away, so either this 5-pointer or the final question, which is a 3-pointer, either of those, and you are into round number 2. Escapista, Astrogali, Rias, CJ Bink, and Pyro, no such luxury for you. You must get both of these questions if you want to survive. And Not Junior, Pyro, and Flyboy, do tread carefully because you're also on your last life. Let's take a look at question number 5. This one, sorry, I beg your pardon, question number 9. This one worth 5 points. In Greek mythology, which king was punished in Tartarus by being forced to roll a stone up a mountain, which would always roll back to the bottom? Lock-in.wave. There's a couple of phonetically plausible answers in here, so if it marks you wrong, don't worry, I will override them because I can see what you're getting at here. Slightly tricky one to spell. Don't know how you are with your ancient Greek mythology. I did not spell that right at all. I'm sure we'll allow it, Jerry Harris, if it's somewhere in the right ballpark. The correct answer is, of course, Sisyphus. Sisyphus was the answer. And have I got any notes for this one? Yes, they named a Fort Boyard. This is an incidental fact. They named a Fort Boyard game after this one, where the player had to roll a bowling ball up a sloped floor with a big stick. Mercifully, it was one of the easier ones they've made. But yes, it was Sisyphus punished Tartarus. Wrong answers that we've got there. Ria's going for Atlas. That's not the right answer. Not Junior going for Sisyphus. Where are you, Not Junior? Yeah, it does say Sisyphus. It's a tricky one to spell. Cola as well. Yes, Sisyphus. Sisyphus in the right ballpark. I can see what you're getting at there. That's fine. And Jerry as well. Yeah, good effort. I'll allow that. But Atlas, unfortunately not. He was the one who had to hold up the heavens, hold up the sky. He's often depicted as holding up a globe, but he never had to do any rolling with it. Yes, very well done if you got that. Quite a few due for escape here. AB Me, Ralph, Owen, Dalton, Cinder V, Inca, Mark, Zeus, Clive, Suyu, Flyboy, Next, Zito, Shaped, and Opsy. You've all escaped to the next round. Very well done. Not Junior and Pyro, you were due for elimination, but Not Junior, I've condoned it, so you get to see at least one more question. Rias, unfortunately with the wrong answer, you are going to be eliminated because there's not enough questions left, and Pyro, you didn't give me an answer, so unfortunately you are also going to be eliminated. Thank you both very much for playing, but I'm afraid it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. There's a lot of players escaping there, and the scores go up. Has anyone beaten Brig? I've got a match. Inca has matched him with 35. If they both had 3 lives, then 38 is going to be the target in the next round. Very, very big target. So the remaining players: Toe Maguire, Escapista, Astrogali, Fetch, Stilgar, Vertigo, CJ Bink, Mantissa, Silent Marina, Jack. You must get this final question right in order to escape. It's one of those ones where you think, oh, it gets to the last question, you think, oh, it's a lot of pressure, but it's only a 3-pointer, so hopefully we can see most of you get through. I wish you all the very best of luck. Question number 10 for 3 points. Take a look. On a clock with numbers on the face, a time of 9:50 has both hands pointing at which number? And that's time. All 10 of the remaining players giving it a go. Appropriate question for question number 10, because they're both pointing at the number 10, or just that or thereabouts. The big hand certainly pointing at the 10. The little hand is as close as damn it. Very well done. Everyone getting that right, apart from CJ Bink, who went for 8. CJ, I'm so sorry. I can't allow it. Yeah, the 8 is just underneath the 9, so that would not be the right answer. Oh, I'm so sorry, but CJ, so close. But unfortunately, for you, it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. That was pure RNG, Stilgar. The only control I can have over the question order is to force them to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have no other control beyond that. I could probably put in something to force a particular order, but no, purely RNG. So, at the end of all that, 31 players escaped and 5 were eliminated, which is lovely to see. High score looks to be 35. We'll add on any lives that you had left over, and we'll reset them all to 3. Well done, you 31 players. You are through to round 2. Let's go there now. Round 2 is sustain, and in this round you need to reach the target value in order to escape. The target is set as the highest score plus 15, so if my maths is correct, the highest score is 35 plus 3 for the lives makes it 38. It's going to put the target at 53, if my maths is any good. Every question is now worth 5 points, and what this means is that even the highest scoring players have to get at least 3. Even if you escape the first round on the lowest possible score, it is still perfectly possible for you to escape. However, the lower your score was at the start of the round, the more work you're going to have to do to make up the ground. Answer incorrectly in this round, you lose one of your 3 refreshed lives. If you lose all 3 lives, or you fail to reach that target before the end of the round, as before, you will be eliminated, and as before, there are no penalties for abstention. One big change in this round, though, is that you may continue answering after you have escaped. In round 1, once you hit 5, that was it, no more questions in this round. In this round, once you've escaped, you can keep answering as many as you like to try and maximize your score, but do beware, because you can still be eliminated if you lose all your lives. So there's that little bit of jeopardy attached to it. At the end of this round, I'll give you a bonus point. I'll give you a bonus 2 points for every life that you've got remaining. So again, just something to make you think, oh, is it worth risking this question if you've already escaped when there's the risk of elimination, and you get 2 points if you keep that life intact. But something to note, though, is you must hit the target before the bonuses are applied. If you get 1 away from the target and you've got 3 lives, you haven't hit the target. You must escape before those bonuses are applied. Very important distinction to draw. Those are the rules for round 2. Every question is worth 5 points, and again, no penalty for abstention. So if you don't know and you want to preserve your lives, you may abstain. So let's take a look at the target. It is indeed 53. That's been set by Inca and Brig on a total of 38 points. So Inca and Brig, you're only going to have to get 3 questions right to hit that target. Everyone else is going to have to do a little bit more work. Lighting pattern is the same as before. I'll explain them as we go. And there are 10 questions in the round, 50 points available in total. Here is the first. It's worth 5 points. Take a look. What contagious pulmonary disease was historically called consumption? This wine is slipping down far too easily, and that's the end of the bottle. That's the end of the bottle. I'm on the last glass. Consumption, which was the subject of Madama Butterfly, I believe. Was it Madama Butterfly by Puccini? What was the one that Rent was based off? Because Rent was basically a remake of Madama. I think it was Madama Butterfly, but Rent did it with HIV/AIDS, and Madama Butterfly. Oh, La Boheme, that's the one. Thank you, Clive. Sorry. They're mixed up. Yes, La Boheme, which consumption was the disease in that. But what was consumption? What do we know it as these days? It's better known, perhaps, as tuberculosis. We did accept TB. Hopefully all of us have got a little scar somewhere on our left arm. If you're right-handed, I've certainly got mine up there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. But yeah, you'll have a little scar on your left arm. Everyone has their TB jab around 13, 14 years old. Because apparently it's still active, and you need to have a jab, otherwise you'll catch it and you'll die. Which is not fun. I have no notes on that question from Oni there, but yeah, tuberculosis is what we wanted. Wrong answers: cholera, plague, clot, pneumonia, measles, typhoid, and heart disease. All of those incorrect, so I cannot allow them. But well done if you got tuberculosis for 5 points. Moving on, 9 questions left, 45 points available. Oh, have they stopped doing the BCG now? Yeah, they still do MMR, I think. And it's been so long since obviously I was in school and getting... Well done if you got tuberculosis. Oh, AVB, you've got to stop winning the raid message like when we're not even halfway through the stream. Well done if you got tuberculosis. I can't believe I said that. Oh, that's very, very funny. And that someone's going to have to come up with something very funny to beat that as a raid message. The things I say. Right, let's go on. Question number 2, worth another 5 points. Take a look and decide if you want to play. Have a look at this. The word Kavorka, meaning an ineffable ability to attract members of the opposite sex, was invented during an episode of which 1990s US sitcom? Do you have Kavorka, dog? You do, don't you? Because all the girls love you. Or you love all the girls. Certainly. This is the problem. He's still intact. And so whenever we go to the park and he sees a bitch that he fancies, he very, very quickly tries to mount them. And it's like, oh, I'm wondering if maybe it's time to have your balls cut off, dog. Do we need to have your balls cut off? We'll take away your best friends. They are your best friends. They're your favourite toys, aren't they? But we might have them taken away because you are a horny dog. Anyway, I got slightly sidetracked there. Kavorka, meaning an ineffable ability to attract members of the opposite sex, was invented during an episode of which 1990s US sitcom? Must say, it's not one that I have seen. Scrotum, never even touched them. Very good. Correct answer is Seinfeld. Quite a few wrong answers up here. Apparently Latvian for the lure of the animal. This is absolute cobblers, according to Oni. Still, nice sounding word nevertheless. It absolutely is. Friends, a lot of players going for Friends. Stilgar going for Seinfeld, but for some reason it not being allowed. Where are you, Stilgar? There you are. Probably I and E translated the wrong way around, so it's not gotten that through, but I can see what you mean. Friends, cheers. Fresh Prince, friends. Lots of friends coming in there. Unfortunately, that is not the answer, but Seinfeld is what we wanted. Very well played. If you got that right, let's light you back up. What just happened there? Oh, Inca, yeah, you won away. That was it. That's why. So why has Inca got a slightly different colour? It's because you won away. One more correct answer, Inca, and you are through to round 3, providing you can keep your lives. Julia, you're back to red. I know you love a red door, but you're back on it. One more wrong answer, and you will be eliminated, so tread carefully. Let's go on. Question number 3 for 5 points. Take a look at this. Hashtag no kink shaming the dog. What 9-letter word refers to a student in their second year at school or university? And that's time. The correct answer, sophomore. I always thought it was an 8-letter word because I didn't know about the middle O. The middle O is kind of silent. Sophomore. But yeah, sophomore is what we wanted there. Jack obviously missed the silent O as well because he went for sophomore and put an extra E on the end to make it 9 letters. But I can see what you're getting up there, Jack, so I will allow that. Benjamin, graduates from Marcini and Rears in the background game. Undergrad from Astrogali. I think that's just a generic term for anybody doing a 3-year undergraduate degree before postgrad or master's level. So unfortunately that's not going to fly because you can have first-year undergrads and third-year undergrads. You can have fourth-year undergrads as well. But sophomore specifically is for second years. You're going to lose a life on that, Astrogali. Everyone else very well played. Let's light you back up. I think it is an Americanism. Rather, it's not very often used in this country, but I still find it weird when I go to university stuff and they're talking about level 4s, level 5s, and level 6s. Level 4s, what they actually mean is first years, but it's level 4. Not quite sure why. Very well done, Inky. You're the first player to escape. Remember, you can still answer questions if you want to increase that lead, but you do run the risk of being eliminated if you run out of lives. Zeus and Shapes, you are one away any of the next 7 questions and you can escape the round. Astrogali and Not Junior both on your last life, and Colin, you're requiring all remaining questions in order to hit that target of 53. Sucks a bit being on 22 because that means you've got to get one whole question even though you're only 1 point away, but that is the name of the game. Best of luck to you all. Let's take a look at question number 4 for another 5 points. Take a look at this. The Ramayana is a Sanskrit epic poem considered to be one of the most important texts in which religion? Welcome on into the streaming. I know you've been here a while, but you're just chatting now. You're a 5th-year undergraduate. Integrated Masters. And of course you have the bonus because of course you don't pay for your higher education in Scotland if memory serves. Mind you, you're also 1,000 years old, so you probably didn't pay for your education anyway. No, I'm kidding. I think you're probably younger than I am, actually. Yes, you did, Samster. Unless you actually didn't. I would find it very surprising if a teacher did not go to university. Most teachers are graduates. Sorry, I'm just age-shaming Inca. And then Scottish students don't pay for it, at least I think. Yeah, everyone else has to. Also covered by students. Oh, are they? That's good. 1 term in a few weeks. James, I've seen his dissertation. Yeah, I've got a few papers from my master's degree still kicking around. Right, back to your bag. Go to your bag, because you've been under the desk for long enough. Go on, go lie down. Good boy. Sorry, I'm having a lovely chat with chat, but we need to get on with the quiz. Hashtag get on with the quiz. The Ramayana is a Sanskrit epic poem considered to be one of the most important texts in which religion? The correct answer: Hinduism. I will condone variants that say Hindu, for example. Toe Maguire, Hindu, yes, we'll allow that. Quite a few people actually saying that. Oh, I forgot this game does them all at the same time. Toe Maguire, Stilgar Mark, and Zeus all getting condoned for Hindu. Sikhism, Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, Buddhism, all of those incorrect, so we can't allow. Yeah, I forgot this game does an auto condone for everyone. Yeah, I forgot to mark. Oh, I'm going to condone Mark as well. It was uncondone everyone who said Hindu. Yeah, the Ramayana. It's I don't know because I have no notes on it. But I've just realised I had some notes on my sophomore question. It originates from the Latin, sophomore this is, from the Latin words of sophos and moros, meaning wise and foolish, respectively. If you've ever met a second year at university, you'd know. I can validate that as a former second year and first year and third year and master's and postgraduate certificate of education student. Second year is when you know nothing, you know the least. You do first year, you're sort of still dewy-eyed and sort of, you know, coming into the world, and it's, oh look, I've got my own room and my own house, and I can have beer in my room, I can have girls over and things. That's always quite exciting. When you get to your second year, you think you know everything, and you know nothing. No offence to any second year university students out here. Hinduism was the answer. Well done if you got that. We have got Shapes due for escape. Very well done. We'll see you in round 3 unless you manage to exhaust all your lives. But Colin, you did need to get that one right, and unfortunately you did not, so you are due for elimination. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Topper! No, nothing much. Just Crossfire and the escape artist. You can still join. There's a cell available for you. We'll lock you in immediately, which might be quite fun. But if you want to come join, Topper, that is available to you. Go to your bed.
Now you're making me quite cross now because you're messing with my cables. No, okay, fine. If you're gonna... Right. Out the office. He's probably just getting hot. That's why he's getting fussy. Sent him out of the office. I can't have him under the desk because there's so many cables down there. I'm just worried he's gonna pull something out. Then he's telling Topper to go to his bed. I'm also doing that. You know, take that as you will. Here comes Toppy Slate, and in he gets locked. Welcome, Topper. You can, of course, play along in the background game. We're going to move on to the next question. Question number 5. And there are still 2 cells, so if anyone's lurking, wants to see if we can get... I don't think we've ever had a completely full escape artist, so that'd be quite nice to see. If anyone wants to come and join in for some questions. In the interim, here's question number 5 for another 5 points. Take a look at this. Which crime film features characters with the aliases Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, and Mr. Orange? Sorry, I just suddenly went into, Lawrence... I want to say Lawrence Bender, but I'm feeling he might actually have been the producer. Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, Mr. Orange. So why am I Mr. Pink? I'm not going to say the next line because it has a disgusting, inappropriate slur for stream. But Reservoir Dogs is the correct answer. Before I get, I saw Quentin Tarantino fanboying all over y'all. Yeah, named the greatest film of all time by Empire Magazine. The film was only a modest success when it was released in 1992, I think, until people retroactively discovered it following the release of Pulp Fiction 2 years later. Which I think to this day I still prefer Reservoir Dogs as a film, but I think if you ask me to pick a film to sit and watch, I'd probably sit and watch. I think I enjoyed Pulp Fiction more, but I thought Reservoir Dogs was the better film, if that makes sense. Dex! So he started scratching at the carpet at the top of the stairs, and he'd put a hole in it, and it's really annoying because the carpet's only like 18 months old. For fuck's sake, dog. Flyboy, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. But yes, they're the aliases of the characters. Did you? No, you didn't. I just read the notes. Hundo P, you did not put 1992 in the notes, and I know that only because I just read the notes which didn't have 1992 in it. No, you didn't. You give me some credit for my film knowledge. I happen to know Reservoir Dogs is 1992. Wrong answer there. Cluedo, Pulp Fiction, Usual Suspect, all incorrect, unfortunately. A few due for escape here. Toe Maguire, Sindhu V, Mark, Clive, Joggit, Nexito, and Opsy. We'll see you in round 3 if you can keep your lives. Unfortunately, though, Escapist, we did need a correct answer there. Either that or there's you've run out of lives, one of the two. Thank you very much for playing, but unfortunately it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Never mind, well done, have a biscuit. Love you too, man. Halfway through round 2, and Ralph, Brigg, and Owen Dalton, you are 1 away. Any of the next 5 questions, and you will be in the next round. Suyo, you require all of the remaining questions. Oh, excuse me. ABB Prue, Stimson Angle, Astrogali, Not Junior, Suyo, and Jack. You're all on your last lives, so tread carefully. Let's go. Oh, bloody hell. Excuse me. Having a little hiccup there. A little hiccup. Something going down the wrong way. I think I ate too much salt with my dinner, I think. Let's go on. Question number 6. Take a look at this. What mode of transport is a Zebek? Zebek. Take this opportunity to remind you that playing is not mandatory. You can abstain if you don't think you're going to know, and indeed quite a few have. 10 players attempting, 19 abstaining on that one. Tricky question. I would not have had a clue on this one. The correct answer is a ship. We also accepted boat. So Zebek was a small sailing ship built typically for trading in the Mediterranean Sea since the 16th century, typically having an overhanging bow and stern, or bow and stern, I beg your pardon, and using triangular sails instead of square. They were commonly the fastest kind of ship before the arrival of steam power in the 19th century. Ship or boat was acceptable there. Bike, train, scooter, airplane, animal, shoyo,
train, tricycle, and bicycle, all incorrect. Ralph, very well done. You have escaped into the next round, if you can keep your lives. Suyo, unfortunately, we needed a right answer there, and you haven't given us one. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Okay, Brig, Owen, Dalton, Cola, and Mantissa, you're all one away. Any of the next 4 questions, you are through to the next round. ABME, Astrogali, Flyboy, Silent Marine, and Jack, you need all 4 of the remaining questions. And ABME, Prue, Simpsons Angle, Astrogali, Not Junior, Flyboy, Kegler, and Jack, you're also on your last live, so tread carefully. Let's go on. Question number 7. Take a look at this. Which rapper will be headlining the Super Bowl 59 halftime show this February? Or next February, I suppose. In February next year. 13 attempting this, 15 sitting this one out. The correct answer. Kendrick Lamar, who won the Pulitzer Prize for Music in 2018, the first winner to not be a classical or jazz musician. Wrong answers there. Jay-Z, Lil Nas X, Usher, Drake, and Bye. All incorrect, and indeed we have got no one getting through on this question, but we've got 4 due for elimination. Astrogali, Flyboy, Silent Marine, and Jack. Thank you all very much for playing, but unfortunately it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Let's bang you into the slammers as we go on to question number 8. Brigo and Dalton, Colo, and Mantissa still one away. ABME, Prue, Stimpson's Angle, Fetz, and Not Junior requiring all. ABME, Prue, Stimpson's Angle, Not Junior, and Kegler all on your last life. Question number 8 for another 5 points. Take a look at this. Which Sony created video cassette format lost the so-called videotape format war to VHS in the 1980s? Lewis, are you here? I'm going to DM you if you are. Is Lewis still about? Because I need a ruling, bruh. I could possibly go to Oni, actually. Let me go to Oni in the first instance as the writer. Oni, I've sent you a DM. Can you let me know? I've got an inclination, but I just want a second opinion before I reveal. The only reason I'm asking is because more than one person has put it. If Oni's here, he may have gone in that time. Oh, he's at the bar. Of course he's at the Saturday night. Of course he's at the bar. I see he's on his phone now. I've got an inclination. I don't want to influence you, but just let me know what you think. Thank you for your patience here. Just doing a quick spot check on one of these potential answers. Really? Okay. That goes against my inclination, but you as the writer, I will defer to you. Closer. Okay, fair enough. The correct answer is Betamax. And the answer that we were umming and ahhing, and it's only because 2 players said it, both Kegler and Jerry, both going for Beta. My inclination was probably to disallow, but I thought I'll go to Oni before I reveal it and I sully it and everyone has an opinion on it. Oni has said to allow it, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I will defer to the writer. He's obviously in a merry mood at the bar. But yes, Kegler and Jerry, we will allow Beta. Yeah, Betamax. Despite having better video quality than VHS, the drawback of the Betamax was a shorter running time, which caused the VHS to be much more common during the boom of the video rental business. I do recall we had a VHS player. There were 3 hours, I think, you could get on a cassette tape. For those of you who were born in this century, you probably don't know what a VHS is. But it's what we had before DVDs. And for those of you who were born in the last 15 years, you probably don't know what a DVD is. It's what we had before Blu-rays. And for those of you who are just coming into the world now, may not be familiar with Blu-rays, it's what we had before we had streaming services. Oh my god, I'm a million years old. Could you get 4 hours? I'm fairly sure the standard ones we had were 3 hours. I remember getting the TV magazine, it's a little sidetrack story, getting the bumper 2-week edition of What's on TV and going through it and highlighting all the films that were on over the Christmas period and getting ready to put the tape recorder in to record them off the telly because it was much better than having to buy them. This is where my frugality comes from in life. €5,000. First VHS I bought was Austin Powers as a bright green cassette. That sounds about right. Yeah, Video Plus codes. I remember there was somewhere there was a tab was pushed in and you couldn't record over them. They were like locked. You could fit this whole stream on a VHS if I get the pace up a bit. Can you imagine the entire Game Night collection on VHS? That's something. Oh, I should definitely do a crowdsource thing for that. Get the whole of Game Night on VHS. Christmas radio touch. Yeah, it's just sort of thing, you highlight all the films that are going to be on, you record them so you can watch them again. Yeah, we used to get What's on TV. I think my mum still does get it, to be honest. Old habits and all that. Betamax was the answer there. Everyone getting it correct after those condonings, so that's nice to see. Let's light you back up. But Kegler's due for elimination, but he's not because he got it condoned. So yes, let's light you back up. 2 questions left in this round. AB, me, Proof, Simpsons, Angle, Fetch, and Not Junior. You need both of them. Still got Vertigo, Kegler, and Jerry. You need one of them. AB, me, Proof, Simpsons, Angle, Not Junior, and Kegler. You are on your last life. Code 9 digits long, so I 2-7. What? 2 inch 7 inch. What's that? 2 feet 7 feet? I don't know what you're saying, Oni. 9 digits. Oh, a 2-7 code video. I don't know. So, Video Plus codex, right? Yeah. It's a long time ago. What is question 9 in the round? A very good question, Zeus, and I'm going to tell you now. The correct answer was Betamax. Yes. What is the only US state to have a 3-word state capital? I need the name of the state, not the capital. Sorry, Zeus and Jogging. I'm sorry if I'm boring you with my banter, but I'm having a nice time. I'm having a chat with everyone who's feeling lovely. I have a nice casual paced quiz. Not everything needs to go at 500 mile an hour. I'm enjoying it very much. 16 players attempting that one. The correct answer is Utah, because it's Salt Lake City. And Oni said here, specifically asking for the state, so we cannot accept Utah. I did try and stress that, and I don't think... Sorry, we cannot accept Salt Lake City as the answer, but only Utah, which is what we're after. Hawaii, Ohio, New York, Arkansas, and Ohio, all incorrect answers. State capital of New York is Albany, I think. Hawaii is Oahu. Ohio, I forget. Someone cleverer than me will tell me. In Arkansas as well. Someone tell me in the chat. Yeah, I knew New York. I knew that one. Anyone want to tell me Ohio and Arkansas? Oh, that's Honolulu. It's not Oahu. That's one of the islands. Honolulu, Columbus, Ohio, and Little Rock, Arkansas. That one I felt like I probably did know that one. It's pronounced Arkansas. Order! Behave, Sam. You and your misinformation. You coming onto our quiz streams and you spreading your misinformation. You bad man. Utah was the correct answer. Kegler and Jerry, very well done, having to condone you in the last round and save you from elimination. You have now both escaped, but unfortunately Prugs, Simpson's Angle, and Fetz. Not enough questions left for you to hit the points. Thank you for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. One more question. AB me still got Vertigo and Not Junior. You must get it right in order to progress to hit that target of 53. Everyone else, of course, you may continue answering to maximise your scores, and for every life you've got left, I'll give you 2 points at the end of the round after this question. Good luck to you all. Here is the final question of the round. In which professional skill would you use a tension rod and a rake to lift a driver pin over the shear line? Seven players attempting it, including everyone who wasn't through. Apart from Stilgar. Stilgar's going to be eliminated as a matter of course by the looks of it. The correct answer was Arrest JR. What did he say? Literally done this on stream. What? Lockpicking is the answer. Yeah, I really like that question. I like it a lot. You'd be using a tool to apply tension to the turning part of the lock. The rake is a tool with bumps in it which pushes the internal pins over the shear line where they no longer block the turning mechanism opening the lock. Really enjoy that question. Thanks, lockpicking lawyers. I feel like that's something I should know from Skyrim. I've picked many locks in that game, but I don't think they ever use any of the correct terminology. ABB and not Junior, very well done. You have escaped into the next round by the skin of your teeth. Unfortunately, though, Stilgar and Vertigo. Unfortunately, it's not to be. You've not hit that target of 53. Thank you very much for playing. And ABME has escaped. I think I said that. ABME and Junior. Were there only 4 of you? I thought there were 5 of you. No, there were only 4 of you. 2 of you getting through and 2 of you going home. Still going Vertigo, thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. So, we started with 35, that ticked up to about 37 over the course of the game. We lost 4 or 5 in the first round, and in that round we lost 13 players eliminated to round 2, which leaves us with 19 for the final. Which means it should be a very interesting one. For every life that you have left at this point, I'm going to give you a bonus 2 points to take into your final score as we go to round number 3. It's survive, and in this round you must outlast all other players. First player to answer correctly restarts the clock and sets a drain running on all remaining players. A standard clock of 15 seconds. Stop the drain by answering the question correctly. That is the only way you can keep all of your points. If nobody answers the question correctly in 15 seconds, all players lose the maximum for the question. Lives are no longer a thing. They have been replaced with refires. These will allow you to attempt the question more than once, so rather than being lives that will eliminate you, they are now used on individual questions. You can reattempt the question. Once they're exhausted, only your first answer will be accepted. It's worth noting you can attempt every question once for free. So even if you've got absolutely no idea, it is still worth having a guess. You might not want to use your refires, but refires are there if you suddenly think of a second answer or you've got maybe down to 1 or 2 options. Refires can be very, very powerful, but once you've used them, they are gone and only your first answer will be accepted. If you exhaust your points, you're eliminated from the game, and when only 1 player remains, they are declared the escape artist. Let's play. So we're starting with 1 point every 3 seconds, which means the maximum of 5 points to be lost. It starts out quite small. The lead belongs to Inca at the moment, I believe, on 79 points. There's a lot of you in here, actually, so it's a little bit difficult to parse on this first one. It will debug it for me on subsequent questions, but on this first one it doesn't. Inca with the lead 79. I think Shapes in second with 77, and then I think Sindhu V, aka Arun, in third on 74. But in this game, your luck can change very, very quickly depending how fast you are, and indeed whether you get it right or not. So, best of luck to all 19 remaining players and anyone playing in the background game for the bonus pennies. Here is question number 1. Diego Maradona's infamous Hand of God goal happened during the quarterfinals of the 1986 FIFA World Cup held in which country? Sindhu V was the first one to start the clock. Some wrong answers coming in. Refires available. And that's time. 16 players answered, 3 abstained altogether. Let's take a look at the correct answer, which was Mexico. Mexico. Within an hour, Maradona scored both the most controversial goal of all time and then possibly the greatest World Cup goal of all time with the goal of the century. But yes, the famous Hand of God goal where he jumped and headed the ball, but he put his fist in between his head because he was only a little fellow, and it looked like he headed the ball, and from where the referee was, he thought it looked like a perfectly valid play and allowed the goal. And then England, I think it was England they were playing, and they lost. ABME getting Mexico. Toe Maguire going for France and not refiring. Ralph going England, then Germany, then Mexico, so using 2 refires there. Brig getting it first time. Owen Dalton attempting Argentina and not refiring. Sindhu V, the one who started the clock, going for Mexico. Not Junior going Argentina and not refiring. Mexico from Cola. Mexico from Inca. Germany from Clive and not refiring. England from Jogging and not refiring. Brazil from Kegler not refiring. Jerry and Shapes both going for Mexico. Mantissa and Opsy going for Brazil and England and choosing not to refire. So, let's see what that's done to the scores. Let's light you back up. Inca has the lead with 79. Shapes in second with 77. Sindhu V, aka Arun, in third with 74. Disparate scores starting at 79, coming right down to Kegler in 19th with 50. But with 5 points potential loss per question, it can turn around very quickly, and of course that drain rate is going to increase as the round progresses. Let's go on for now to question number 2. C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia. What is the family name of the 4 children? Mark was the first to answer here. Clive getting it on a refire. And that's time. This is one of my favourite pieces of my favourite quiz questions, because I remember this coming up as a jackpot question in a pub quiz that I went to. You had to answer 4 particularly challenging questions, and if you got all 4 right, you won the jackpot, which rolled over £5 each week. We never won it, but I remember this sticking out as a week we got 3 out of 4 of them. 15 players answered, 4 abstained. The correct answer was, of course, Pevensey. Pevensey. And only noting here, for some reason, I always get C.S. Lewis and Lewis Carroll mixed up. It's come full circle. I was very well aware that this was coming up later on when I told you that it was C.S. Lewis who wrote The Chronicles of Narnia. And yeah. So phonetic plausibility I will allow to a point. Jones, Pevensey, Norfolk, Pevensey, Smith. Clive going pensive and then Pevensey. It's whether or not. Well, I'll defer to you on this one, Clive. You're an honest John here. Was that a genuine fumble typo? It's your American accent. Nah, Oni's going no. Well, Oni's ruled it as nah. It's pensive. It's all of the right letters, but not in the right order. And I think at the final, I don't think. Didn't know the speller. Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll. I think we probably can't allow it. Oni's gone for a nah on that one, so I shan't overrule him. You got it on the refi though, so it's cost you a refi, but hopefully you saved your points because you got the answer in fairly quickly. Pevensey, Smith, Jackson, Jones, all incorrect answers. Let's lay you back up. 79, 77, 74 still for the top 3. Inca, Shapes and a run. No changes there. Kegler dropping down to 17 in 19th. There's not a huge wealth of space at the top. Mark in 4th was 70. Toe Maguire, aka Samster, in 5th was 68. Still much to play for. Last question at this drain rate. Let's take a look and let's see what you think. Question number 3. 1971 song I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing by the New Seekers was used with different lyrics to advertise what product? Mark was the first to answer this one. And that's time. 16 attempting, 3 abstaining. The correct answer. Coca-Cola, we also accepted Coke, or general variations there on jeans, not a correct answer. Cola, getting Coca-Cola with a comma in the second one, but it seems to have gotten through the spell check, which is good. Most everyone who attempted that one getting that one right, just not Junior going for jeans. Unfortunately, not the one. Let's lay it back up. And let's increase the drain rate. No changes to the top 3 after those first 3 questions. 79, 77, 74 for Inca, Shapes and a run respectively. And Mark still on 70 in 4th place. We're increasing the drain rate 1 point every 2 seconds after the first correct answer comes in, up to a maximum of 7 points, starting to increase slightly. There's an even bigger jump when we get to question 7 if you're still here. Let's see what you make of this one. Question number 4. Take a look. In which Paul Newman film does his eponymous character eat 50 hard-boiled eggs to win the respect of his prison mates? Toe Maguire was the first to answer correctly here. Opsy and Zeus hitting this on a refi. 15 players attempting, 4 abstaining. The correct answer was Cool Hand Luke. I've just realised I've not been giving you any notes on any of these questions. Is that because I... Oh no, I have. I just didn't have any on the last 2. APB going for Dave. Always a good punt if you've got no other idea. Cool Hand Luke, Paul Black, Cool Hand Luke, Cool Hand Luke, Cool Hand Luke. Zeus getting with a refi, going Dirty Harry originally and then getting it on the second one. Clive. Oh man, I thought that was real. That's actually what he said. Great Escape, Good, Bad and the Ugly, Ben Hur, all of those incorrect. Opsy again getting it on a refi, going Great Escape and then Cool Hand Luke. Yes, Cool Hand Luke was the correct answer. Let's light you back up. Ink was 79. Shapes has lost a point. Still in second though with 76. A run has dropped down. Film question, unsurprising. Dropped into 4th. Mark now takes 3rd with 70 points. Ink has still got the lead with 77. Not Junior is still in 19th. Is in 19th with 34 points. Still got 2 at this drain rate, so you're still going to have 20 come the end of this set of drain rates. either way, not junior. Let's see what happens as we look at question number 5. In sumo wrestling, if a wrestler is promoted from the rank of Ozeki, what is his rank now? Clive was first there. A few more correct answers coming in. It's a wrong answer from Zeus. And AB Me and Inca. Inca using a refire, also incorrect. So Inca using up a refire and still not landing on the correct answer. That could change the scores up at the top. 15 attempting, 4 abstaining. The correct answer is Yokozuna. The upper ranks of sumo are a very exclusive class. There's only 1 currently active Yokozuna and only 3 currently active Ozeki. Incidentally, of the last 10 Yokozuna, only 3 were Japanese, half of them were Mongolian, including the current one, Ishigama. Thank you very much for the extra info there, Oni, and Not a Cat. Welcome on in to the stream. This could be very interesting. We've got a few wrong answers. Sumo, Inca going Uzumaki and then Rishi, both of them incorrect. So a refire and still no right answer. Zeus going for Master, Shapes going for Sumo. Unfortunately, we can't allow those. So let's light you back up and see what that has done to the scores. Inca retains his lead, but it is a much tighter gap at the top now. Inca on 72, Mark's in second with 70, just 2 points behind, and Shapes is just a point behind that in third with a very nice 69. Down at the other end, Kegler is in 19th with 30, Not Junior is in 18th with 33, and AB Me 17th with 37. Anything could still happen. One more question with this drain rate to a maximum of 7. Sumo legend Rishi Sunak. I was wondering when we were going to get a raid message like that. I like that one. That's a contender, along with the other one we had. Well done if you got tuberculosis. One more question with a max drain rate of 7 points. Take a look at question number 6. What kind of animal is a mountain chicken? Inca's the first to answer, followed by Zeus and Samster. AVME is wrong. Sindhu V is wrong. A few other wrong answers coming in as well. Tricky question. 16 players attempting, but only 4 green lights down there in the cells. 3 abstaining. The correct answer: it's a frog native to the Caribbean, or Caribbean if you're American, and also known as the giant ditch frog. The mountain chicken got its name due to allegedly tasting like chicken. Goat, turkey, cat, peacock, eagle, fish, and bird, all incorrect answers. Shapes going goat and eagle and still not getting there, so Shapes using up a refire and still losing the points. This could be very interesting because Inca got there quickly, is going to retain his lead, but Shapes, who was up there in the upper echelons, has just lost 7 points. Let's see what that has done to the scores. Well, we have got a bit of a change. Inca's still got the lead, and he's got a clear lead of 7 points at the moment. Samster's now in second, aka Toe Maguire, with a score of 65. Mark is now in third with 63, just a point ahead of Shapes in fourth on 62. We are increasing the drain rate, and this is when it starts to get very, very scary, because we're now going to lose a point every second after the first correct player answers, up to a maximum of 15. No one is in danger of elimination yet, but that can all change very, very quickly. Good luck! Here is question number 7. Take a look. Naypyidaw is the capital city of which Asian country? Zeus is the first one there. Arun's got it on a refire. Jogging and Mark also getting it on a refire. Inca taking some time, but eventually getting it right first time. 17 players attempted, 2 abstained, but only 7 getting it right. The correct answer was Myanmar. We did also accept Burma. I thought it was quite interesting. The first answer that came in from Arun was Murmur. So it's obviously some horrible portmanteau of Burma and Myanmar. Couldn't allow it, unfortunately. But it did used to be Rangoon. Yes, it is now Naypyidaw. I'm sure of the pronunciation. Wrong answers there include Laos. Toe Maguire going Indonesia and then getting Burma on the refire. So using a refire but getting the right answer. Bhutan. Wrong answer. Indonesia, Thailand, Laos, Sri Lanka, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, Nepal, Bhutan and Palau, all incorrect answers. Very well done if you did get Myanmar there, or Burma. Let's light you back up. So, Inca's still got the lead, 64. Mark's in second with 56. Samson drops to third now with 53. A run clawing it back up to fourth with 52. Nexito and Shapes both have 47. Zeus has 44. Brig has 36. Ralph on 33. Clive 32. Cola and Jogging on 27. Jerry and Opsy on 23. Mantissa's on 18. Owen Dalton's on 16. AB Me's got 15. Kegler's on 12. Not Junior is on 11. AB Me, Not Junior and Kegler. For the first time, you are at a point where if you get this one wrong, you will drop out of the game because you can lose a maximum of 15 and you have fewer than 15 points left. Good luck as we come on to question number 8. Take a look. When the original Pride flag was created in 1978, Clive is the first to answer correctly. Which colour featured on it, which was later removed due to how difficult it was to get fabric in that colour? I'm not even looking at the broadcast. There are so many flashing lights and numbers moving around. It's very difficult to follow it. Wow. 18 players attempted, just one full abstention on there, and I've got so many colours in my logs. I've got blues, I've got greens, I've got reds, I've got oranges, I've got actually that might be it. Pink, no, blue, orange, blue, red, green. They all mean something slightly different, but when they come in that sort of density, it's very difficult to see. So I'm going to look at the overall log. I'll tell you the correct answer was hot pink. We did allow just pink on its own. Yeah, note from Oni here. The original flag contained 8 stripes. Pink was dropped to leave 7, and the indigo and turquoise stripes were combined into one blue stripe to leave the 6-stripe flag best known today. So Samson going purple, then green. AB, me and Ralph both getting pink. Brig going green and then not trying again. Owen Dalton going violet and indigo. Cinderv going white, then violet. Not Junior, violet, then green, then red. Cola going purple and then silver. Inca getting pink straight away. Mark going indigo and black. Zeus going purple and then getting it on the second attempt on pink. Clive was the one who started the clock with pink. Jogging yellow, green, and eventually getting pink using 2 refires to get there. Kegler red, yellow, black. Jerry indigo and then pink. Nexito purple and then pink. And Shapes and Mantissa also purple and then pink. So yeah, hot pink is the official colour. For that reason, we didn't accept purple or violet or any other variations thereon. Snooker gay? No, snooker's brilliant. Not that being gay isn't brilliant. I'm assuming you meant gay to mean the word that the term gay meant in the early noughties, when gay took on a different meaning for a while, which of course we don't use like that anymore. Anyway, moving on rapidly. Not Junior and Kegler. I tried to get myself out of it. It didn't work. Dig. Yeah, I know. I've stopped now. I just thought I'd cover that. I enjoy snooker, and I love the gays as well. There we go. That's basic what I'm trying to say. But I grew up in a time where the word gay did not mean homosexual. The word gay just meant anything just a bit rubbish, which is probably something to do with the laws that were passed in this country in the 1970s. Times have changed, and I have as well. There we go, fully out of the hole. Not Junior and Kegler, you have run out of points. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. It's Burton for you, yeah, pretty much. That's what happens when you grow up in the arse end of nowhere. AB Me, Owen Dalton, Cola, Mantis, and Opsy, you are in peril. If you get this one wrong, you will be eliminated. Good luck to everyone else. Who's got the lead? Inca with 64. Quite a gap opening up now. Mark and Zeus tied second with 41. Shapes in third with 39. So there's a good 23 points between Mark and Inca. But it can all still change, especially if we get to question 10. AB Me, Dalton, Cola, Mantissa, Opsy. Get this one right or face elimination. Good luck. Question number 9. Have a look at this. No, Zeus. I'm not going to do that. Grover Cleveland served 2 non-consecutive terms as US president, but who served between those terms? Inca was the first to answer. Well and truly cementing his advantage coming into the final question. Inca retaining his score of 64. 15 attempted, 2 abstained, only 5 got it right. The correct answer was Benjamin Harrison. Benjamin Harrison was the one in between Grover Cleveland's 2 non-consecutive terms. We'll find out in about 3 weeks' time if we're going to have 2 non-consecutive presidential terms, and whether if the Americans do vote for the Republican Party in the upcoming general election, whether Donald J. Trump will be the 45th and 47th, or if he will go back to being 45 again. We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. Wrong answers include Nixon, Kennedy, Wilson, Hayes, Hoover, Harrison. No, Harrison was the right answer. Sorry, Aaron. Fudge, McKinley, Roosevelt and Harding from Clive, Wilson Taylor, Hoover and Garfield from Mantissa. All of those incorrect. It does mean ABME, Owen, Dalton, Cola, Mantissa, Opsi, you have run out of points. Thank you very much for playing, but I'm afraid it is the end of the road and it's lights out. And everyone is now in peril. All of you, every single one. Sam, Ralph, Briggs, Cindy V, Inca, Mark, Zeus, Clive, Jogging, Jerry, Nexito, and Shapes. Jogging and Jerry, you have 2 points. Brig, you have 6. Ralph, you have 16. Clive, you have 17. Sam, you have 23. Zeus, you have 26. Nexito, you have 32. Shapes, you have 36. Arun, you have 37. Mark, you have 41. Inca, you have 64. It is very much your game to lose, but as you all know, when we get to question number 10, the game takes on a very different shape. 1 point every half a second, so it's a very fast drain, but it won't cap out at a certain level. It will keep draining until you get it right or you run out of points. So you must get this question right if you want to keep your score. If Inca is the first to answer this question correctly, Inca will win. If anyone else answers it correctly first, it's how quickly players who are ahead of that player can get to the answer. It all comes down to this. Jogging and Jerry, if you don't answer first, you have 1 second to get the answer in before you are eliminated. Good luck to you all. Question 10, the final question of the Escape Artist tonight is... In the Lou Bega song Mambo No. 5, which woman's name featured in the song is last alphabetically? Mark has started the clock on everybody. Refi is available. Inca's got there, he's locked it up, and he's won the game. Pride is on the line, though. And of course it does the fast drain if you're out of refires and all other players are out of the game. 5 of you managing to find the correct answer. There were 2 full abstentions there, I'm assuming the players who were low on points. The correct answer is Tina. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Jessica by my side, a little bit of Rita's what I see, a little bit of Tina's all I need. Possibly the other way around. A little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you. It makes me your man. Ambiguous you is not the name of a girl. Tina was the correct answer. Monica, Erica, Rita, Tina, Sandra, Mary, and Jessica in the order that they appear in the song, according to Oni. And now please wash your brain, is what Oni says. Ralph, Brig, Clive, Jog, Jerry, Nexito, and Shapes, thank you very much for playing, but you've run out of points. It is the end of the road and it's lights out. Which means 5 players survive this game of the Escape Artist. Congratulations to Samster on 10, Zeus on 19, Arun on 20, Mark on 41. But especially to our one singular winner, because there is only one medal in this game, Inca, on a score of 56 in the final, which is unbelievably impressive. Congratulations to you, because you are the Escape Artist. And he's gone. Everyone else gets to stay there with the lights on. Well, Zeus, Sam, Arun, Mark, you get to stay with the lights on. Everyone else is in the dark. Thank you to Oni for a wonderful pack of the Escape Artists. I know I've gone at a slightly more sedate pace. I did say I was feeling tired today, so it's just sort of felt quite natural to just be a bit more chill about it rather than try and race through it. And I think it's been all the better for it because it's been a great question pack and it's been nice to indulge in it slightly. And Oni's furnished me with remarkable details on all the trivia there. So a huge thanks to Oni for his efforts on this pack tonight. And very well done to Inca, who manages to escape his jail cell. You probably all want to know how many pennies you've ended up with. There are the final scores. Oh, I forgot. I thought I'd fix this. Or maybe I did fix it and this is the fixed version. I think I need to make the number bigger and the text smaller. I think that's number of questions you got right. Probably. And then the penny payout is going to be that times by 20, apparently. Very generous of me. So, Inca, yeah, you stand to get 420 pennies out of the out of this tonight. So lovely. So I'm assuming it's showing you on the app. 9 right, yeah. So 9 right times it by 20, and you're going to end up with 180 pennies. Not a bad night's work. So yeah, Inca, not only the escape artist, but also getting the most questions right. So great game from you, sir. And once again, thank you to Oni for the questions. God, it's 5 to 10, and he's just finished the escape artist. Can normally rattle out in 40 minutes, but we played a today game tonight, but it's been a lot of fun. So thank you all for joining me. And for me, this is quite a big moment. I have had a lot of anxiety throughout this game because I'm very well aware the last time we played the escape artist, my computer just sharted itself. And I couldn't recover it, so I'm really, really happy that we've managed to get through to the end. And the data is written to the drive, so even if it crashes now, it's not a problem because we just lose the credits. The data has gone on, and we've got a winner established. So yeah, really happy. And Oni, thank you again for the. No, it was great. It was really, really great. Because I didn't proof this till late. I didn't proof this till about 6 o'clock this evening because I know Oni's always very, 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 very solid writer. So it came in, I opened it up, I looked through round 1, and I thought, I know 7 of those. That's a good sign, because actually, very often we end up with a round 1, which is really hard, and it eliminates a lot of players earlier on. So it's nice to have more players lasting for longer, and I think this is a really nice, well-pitched game of the escape artist. So thank you very much, Oni, for your work on that. Night doesn't stop there, though. We have got brand new Spotlight coming up, and I've got some new trivia that's come in recently. Ardenfets has provided a few packs. Jogging's provided a new pack. So we're going to see what's going to come up. All new trivia, and hopefully bugs eliminated. If you think you can take on the Spotlight, you're going to need to stick around because that is going to be coming up after the break. Going to be playing some adverts if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, then you'll just get some nice electro swing. But if you're not subscribed, don't worry, we won't start the next game without you. But do consider taking out a subscription because you get to use the emotes, you get ad-free viewing, and it does go, of course, to supporting Game Night and Environs and the channel, which is great. And your support, as ever, is not a requirement, but is always appreciated. So, thank you all for playing the Escape Artist. Congratulations. Thank you again to Oni for writing, and congratulations to Inca, tonight's Escape Artist. I will see you for Spotlight in about 5 minutes' time. Hashtag Environs klaxon. Apparently that's my new thing. Environs and accessible are my words. Let's get a bonus going for all of y'all. Inca wins. If you'd like to claim 186 pennies, type Inca wins into chat in the next minute. I'm going to play some adverts and I'm going to play some electro swing, but when we return, we are going to be playing brand new Spotlight, bug fixed Spotlight. Touch wood, touching my head at this point. So do come and join me for that. In the interim, we've got about 3 minutes of ads. I'll take about a bit of a 5-minute break. Go get yourselves another drink. I'm not going to open another bottle of wine. I might have a nice cold cider just to cool off a bit because it's very warm in here. But go stretch your legs, go to the loo, do what you need to do, and don't touch that dial because we'll be right back. So, welcome back to the cam, and we'll do a bit of continuity over the last 15 seconds or so of this track. Half-Master... Oh, Moretti only. Just in case you're not... Yeah, let's pause that track there. Just in case, yeah. Just in case you're not hearing voice. Birra Moretti out of those, definitely. That would be my choice. If I was on lager. Depends what the draft cider is. Most pubs, in my experience these days, don't seem to do much in the way of draft cider. I went to a pub called the George in Eartham last night. Lovely, lovely pub that I used to go to all the time back when I was younger. But went there on a bit of a whim last night with a mate, and they only had Henry Weston cider, which was very nice. I'm still in a cider mood, so I've just bought another 10-pack of Inches. There's a gag there somewhere. But yeah, I'm still on cider. At some point, I will switch back to lager before Christmas. But yeah, it tends to be in the summer Prosecco and cider, and in the winter red wine and lager. But I've made the transition back to red wine. I've still got a bottle of white wine in the fridge that I need to drink at some point. But yeah, not quite moved over from the cider. I'm enjoying this Inches far too much. I get knocked out. Yeah, we drink a whiskey drink, we drink a lager drink, we drink a cider drink. No, we drink a whiskey drink, we drink a vodka drink, we drink a lager drink, we drink a cider drink. I still think, Arun, if you're here, the best buzz-off question we've ever seen was that one that you wrote, which was a whiskey drink, a vodka drink, a lager drink, a cider drink. Nothing has surpassed that in terms of the questions I have enjoyed the most in buzz-off. Buzz-off, or even buzz-off. Puzzle Dad, welcome to the stream, bruh. Hope you keep it well. Yeah, that was a work of unbridled genius, I have to say. Anyway, just before we jump into some spotlights and bug fixed spotlight, let me tell you all about our friends in other communities and what they've got going on. Starting with that person who's doing the mouthy emote, that young topper. It's JR, not J. Yes, I know. Well, don't blame me. It was Emily. She was obviously in a bad mood because she's been in the box for 2 months. So, I just repeat what the AI says. Otherwise, she shoots me with a laser. Topper 1 Gaming is here tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. BST. We're going to be running out of BST very soon. Is it next weekend? Or is it the following weekend? When the clocks go back in the UK. Someone who's cleverer than me, tell me in the chat. It's like literally anyone. It is next weekend. Thank you, JR. Not Junior. She's not here. Yeah, so next weekend, of course, the clocks go back, which is great because we get an extra hour in bed. Hooray! But it's also bad because it means it's dark at 4:30. Boo! So it means you finish work and it's dark and you've got to go take the dog around a dark block rather than taking him down the park and letting him off the lead. So that sucks, but it also means it's a bit lighter in the mornings. So, swings and roundabouts. Either way, clocks are going to change after next week and we will go back to GMT. But for tomorrow... Clocks go back November 3rd. Yes, US do things differently, don't they? They change at a different time, which makes everything very, very confusing if you're doing international meetings for about a week. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. BST, Topper 1 Gaming is going to be playing Krypton Factor and Elimination, which should be an enormous amount of fun. So please do go give him a follow if you're not doing so already. Great guy. He came and joined me for the season 15 finale a few weeks ago. And 2 really, really good games on the docket for tomorrow. So if you are in a position to be able to go and join him tomorrow, then do go and do so. Ash the Bash, Salt of the Earth, good guy. And inspiration to me and many others. He's going to be back next week on Wednesday the 23rd. Bloody hell, is it that time of the month? Is it nearly November? Fuck me. Wednesday, that doesn't count as my F-bomb. No, Wednesday the 23rd of October, Ash is going to be having legally distinct word scramble game that isn't Scrabble, Wipeout and Relativity on the Wednesday the 23rd of October at 8 p.m. BST. And on Friday, October the 25th, he's going to be playing Untitled Grid Game Redacted and Outright. Oh my god, Outright. I haven't seen Outright for ages. I don't know if he's done stuff to it because it's been so long since it's been seen. I know there were mutterings to the effect of he was planning on doing changes and upgrading it to use the same architecture that the Universal Controller uses. But we haven't seen Outright for ages. I bloody love Outright. That's next Friday, October the 25th. Am I in? I've got a choir rehearsal which means it's unlikely I'll be going to. Oh shit! I'm going to dinner I'm going to dinner at a friend's house next Friday. But I could probably convince everyone in present company to tune in and take part, or at the very least watch. So there's a very good chance I'll be watching outright next Friday, October the 25th. Yeah, I'm AFK. I'm out for dinner at a friend's, but. Yeah, go follow Ash if you're not doing so already, and particularly next Friday. I'm not being paid to say that, I'm genuinely just a fan. Outright is just amazing stuff. So you've got Wipeout and Relativity on Wednesday, Wipeout and Relativity on Wednesday, Redacted and Outright on Friday. Go give them a follow, and you won't be disappointed, I promise you. If you're not following them already, go give them a follow right now. And as for me, here at Game Night... So 2 streams next week, one on the Thursday. The Thursday one is a throwback stream. It's going to be probably quite a short stream because we've only got Battlefront and Cryptex, both of which are relatively shorter games. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with Cryptex yet because I put it down as a throwback game. But of course the software for Cryptex is only about 4 months old. And there aren't that many games that will compete with that. So I might have to do some translation from an older pack. I might rustle together a couple of Cryptex packs for that. Because it's a self-running game and it's only about 40 minutes. But yeah, Battlefront and Cryptex, that will be oh my god, excuse me. Throwback of some sort. That's Thursday the 24th of October. And next Saturday... Fucking hell. Okay, that one counts. I need to have a drink. I'm getting too excited about Outright, obviously. Next Saturday, the 26th of October, that is looking to be a really fun stream. No warm-up, but we're starting with Data Leak, as written by brand new writer Stimpson Zangle. So that'll be exciting. We've got... Data Leak by Stimpson Zangle. We've got Distinction by Ape Minky. And we've got The Purge by Clive. That's next Saturday, the 26th of October. That should be a really good stream. So brand new writer... Distinction by Ape, and then The Purge by Clive. Stimpson's Angle being the new writer for Data Leak. No warm-up game, so we'll be getting right into the action very quickly next Saturday, the 26th of October. Do come along for that. It doesn't feel like 5 minutes since we last had Distinction, because we had it on Thursday, just gone. But it's back again, and then it's back again on the 7th of November, albeit in a throwback variety. And it might turn up during the Quizmas Furore. Who knows? We wait to see what happens with Quizmas, of course. Just some forward warning for you, since I'm looking at my schedule. The 31st of October, if you're not out trick-or-treating on Halloween, you can come and join the Hallow Stream. Yeah, Hallow Stream on the 31st of October. Brand new trivia, Dead Herrings, the return of Dead Herrings, not Red Herrings, Dead Herrings, as written by me. We've got Bidding War by Oni, guy who just wrote The Escape Artist for us. And we've got The Abyss by The Lupine One. So lots of dark and scary... Well, Bidding War and The Abyss are dark and scary games. And then Dead Herrings, which is a fun and light game, but with death instead of fish. That's on the 31st of October. So if you're not doing anything on Halloween night, do consider coming to join us for a bit of spooky quiz, which should be really, really good fun. That's with me on the 31st of October. And, of course, I'll be here for Throwback Thursday this coming Thursday and back next Saturday with even more original trivia. Lots of stuff, but with death instead of fish. Hashtag death instead of fish. That's a good one. I like that. I've got 3 contenders now. I still need to do this highlight button. Death instead of fish. The Herrings is pining for the fjords. I like Death instead of fish. I like Sumo Legend Rishi Sunak. And I like... what was the other one? There was another one I really liked. Where's it gone? Well done if you got tuberculosis. That was it. Well done if you got tuberculosis. Sumo Legend Rishi Sunak and Death instead of fish. So out of context, Death instead of fish is really, objectively funny. No kink shaming the dog is also up there. But yeah, lots of ideas for raid messages. Less options for raid targets. We've got Sheev who's doing a quiz at the moment. But before we get into the subject of raiding, we've got to do another game. We've got brand new Spotlight, and I don't know who the writers are going to be because there's a whole rainbow of different writers potentially going to come up in this game. So Sushi Runak. That's a possible raid message as well. Anyway, it's Spotlight, and Universal Controller's at the ready. This is an app-based game, so refresh your devices if you haven't done so already from the Escape Artist. It's all multiple choice this one, so it should work better on phones. And if you're all ready, that's enough continuity, that's enough advert, so let's get on with the quiz, as Samster would say. It's time for All New Spotlight. This is Spotlight. Welcome to the game. And if you want to play, join at the Universal Controller with the room code NPJG. As Proox has just remarked in the chat, I keep meaning to write more packs for this game, but never quite get around to it. This is the perfect game if you want to get into writing, if you want to cut your teeth on the writing for the community. This is the game to do it on, because it requires 4 questions, 1 easy, 1 medium, 1 hard, and 1 other medium. So 1 easy, 2 medium, and 1 hard, I guess, on pretty much any subject you like, as long as it is still somewhat universally accessible. So, if I wrote a question pack on Rachmaninoff, for example, which is a very niche subject to me, I can still make an easy question on that, such as, in which country was Rachmaninoff born? America, Russia, or Sweden? Russia is the answer, for what it's worth. So, my point is, even if you don't know anything about Rachmaninoff, there's still a nice easy question. And not Tchaikovsky, of course. Rachmaninoff is sort of flavour of the month at the moment. So it's a perfect game to cut your teeth on and get your foot in the door on writing. There are some new writers have come into the mix of trivia and this game in the last few weeks. I know there was a pack from Jogging, there's a few packs from Ardenfets came in earlier on, and a few others. So all it means, you can still play the games. When your question comes up, you won't be able to answer it in the main game. Yes, JR, very much so. This is the only one I don't assign writers for. So if you get an idea of one category and think, I can write 4 questions on that easy peasy, send it in to me and I'll roll it into the trivia bank, and then it'll be there on permanent rotation. So it's really good for that. There is never a cut-off, and you don't need to have an invite. Anybody can come and submit trivia for this game. Case in point, the console is telling me I have got 38 unused packs with 18 distinct authors. I need to do the maths to work it out, because we now have 10 rounds and it starts with 4 and adds 1 each time. So I need 13. I don't necessarily need 13 distinct writers, but I need 13 packs and at least, I'd have to do the maths, but it'll be like 7 or 8 distinct writers. So we've got enough for at least 2 or 3 more games of Spotlight. Based on the new metrics that I've set for it, and I can also use that, because we did in the dev stream a couple of weeks ago. I can put the used packs in. So we did that, and Samster had a good run on some of the legacy trivia. I've got 31 used packs with 15 distinct authors. So it's a good sign when you've got more unused than used. I think that's a really good sign. So do come and join the game. I'll give you another minute or so, and then we will get on with the quiz, as they say.
Well, that's all right then.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Neil Patrick Harris. So, I've got a button here that says pack count, and I have no idea what it does, so I'm going to go and find out in the last minute or so before I lock the lobby. It's not locked, you can still come and join the game, but where would that be? On operator? Yeah, keyboard shortcuts. Mappings. Initiate final. Resend invitation. Reselect hot seat player. Operator.do pack count. I wonder what that does. There's a button on my stream deck. I genuinely have no idea what it does. I mean, the others, reselect spotlight player, that's fairly obvious. Resend invitation, that's not quite as obvious, but I know what it means. Trigger early final I don't use anymore, since I've locked it to 10 packs per game. But this pack count, I really want to know what it does. So I'm just going to look at the code. Operator.pack count. Do pack count. Question data path, application.data path plus trivia, mini packs, equals list file packs, get files, string for each, read all text, deserialize, add. Huh? So it does a load of debugging and then, it does a load of JSON conversion and then gives me a debug. I'm going to press the button. See what happens. Oh. It's very exciting. It's just going to be the pack status that it does it automatically when it does it on load. For some reason, I've put it on my Stream Deck as well. I've no idea why. I have absolutely no practical use case for that button. But it gives me some nice notes in the console. And I can confirm we have still got 38 unused packs with 18 distinct authors. Which is great. And we've got quite a number of players in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on the right. That's 30 players. That sounds like good to me. It's Nerd Christmas. I know. I love a shiny button. Let's play Spotlight, and let's start, with a message from our sponsor, JR Plays Games.
I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Thank you for making this place so welcoming. It's so much fun hanging out here.
You're a lovely guy. Thank you, JR, for the kind words. It is fun hanging out here. And I know we do quiz. Quiz is our main thing. But sometimes it is just nice to hang out and have a bit of a chat, which is why I make no apology for the escape artist being a slightly longer than normal escape artist, because I'm just having a lovely time hanging out with you guys and having a chat with you all. So, yeah, it is a lovely place to hang out, and long may it continue. Thank you very much for the kind words, JR, and for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. And with that having been said, I've let my hair down now, so sexiness has increased by 400%. I might defer to someone else who's more qualified to say, am I sexier with hair down or hair tied up? If you feel you are qualified to comment on this, please do so now. In the meanwhile, we're going to play Spotlight, and we're going to start by putting our first player into the Spotlight. No, we're not. We're going to start by clearing the opening message and putting the QR code and the perma code on the screen. Down. You like it down, do you, Clive? I'm not going to lie, you were one of the ones I was thinking who is qualified to comment on it being down. There we go. Sexiness has gone up by 400%. It does. Yes, yours was one. Oni, thank you. Appreciate your opinion. I know you're a head. You're curly. You've got curly hair. You've got curly long hair. Mine. This is not straightened. This is just washed. It just goes like this. I remember everyone talking about straightening their hair. I think it just goes like this. It's just straight. And the problem is it does also go greasy after like half a day. So I do have to wash it every day if I want to maintain the veneer of being, sexy quiz host. On with the game. Let's play Spotlight. And our first player into the Spotlight tonight is Brig B. Press the magic button on your device to confirm you're here. Strainers don't do shit. I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I had that problem. I wish I could empathise, but unfortunately I can only sympathise, or possibly the other way around. Welcome, Brig, to the Spotlight. The rules are simple. If you get any 2 out of 3 incorrect, you will be ejected and eliminated back to the wings. All the questions are multiple choice, and you will get the pick of the categories that everybody will play. You can have a maximum of 10 questions correct, after which you will be eliminated from the Spotlight, but whoever has the highest or the most correct answers in the Spotlight will get to come back for the final. So even if you're eliminated, there's a chance you could come back later on. Hopefully the rules are all relatively clear for you, and let's go to the category board. And Brig, the first 4 categories up for grabs tonight are Terry Pratchett's Discworld by Ardenfetz, Ice Ice Baby by Cola Cola. I appreciate some people must say we've seen that before. The reason we've seen that before is because it's a legacy pack from the old Spotlight that didn't get flagged somehow and got rattled into the new stuff. It is fine because we haven't seen it in the rebuilt software, just before anyone says we've definitely seen that before. Ice Ice Baby by Cola. Saturday Night Takeaway by the Lupine One. Or Space at the Mercury Prize by Samster Samster. You have got a swap if you don't like any of those. Oh, and we're not doing that. I seem to recall seeing Space at the Mercury Prize before, but maybe it came up as a category but wasn't selected. That's the thing with this game, you end up Mandelaing yourself quite a lot. But according to the software, which is more robust than the previous one, none of those categories have been played before. So we're going for Saturday Night Takeaway by the Lupine One. Lupine, you are in the game, so you won't be able to answer these questions, but you'll get 3 free points and 100 pennies have been written to your bank as well. Brig, bear in mind when we come back to the category board, if you're still in the Spotlight, you do get the opportunity to swap. If you don't like any of them, you can swap one time. We'll get rid of a category and put a new one up there. But for now, It's Saturday Night Takeaway by the Lupine One. 3 options. There'll be an easy, medium, and a hard in whatever order Lupine has determined they're going to come up. And yes, note the quotation marks. Saturday Night Takeaway. Let's see where this goes. Good luck to you, Brig, and good luck to everyone in the wings. Here's your first question. Saturday Night was the only UK #1 single for which of these artists? Desiree, Wigfield, or Vanilla Ice? 10 seconds. Idiarara. Dun 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 dun. Saturday night and the I don't know the words. Itty baby. Yeah, primary school discos, and it's Wigfield. Brigard, I've been disappointed if you got that one wrong, but it's a solid start for you. Yeah, Wigfield's Saturday Night. 1994 was the year, for what it's worth. Let's see if the author's pack light disappears after. That might have been a bug I didn't fix when I did the dev stream. There were a couple that I did, but yeah, that one might have been one I think I did. Anyway, good start for you, Brig. Let's have another Saturday Night question, or Saturday Night Takeaway question. If you got a Quattro Stagioni pizza from your local Italian takeaway, what would that translate to in English? 4 seasons, 4 meats, or 4 cheeses? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Oh, Brig! We've got the red border of doom. 4 seasons was the answer. Brig going for 4 cheeses. Yeah, I knew the Quattro. The Quattro was a nice bit of a giveaway there. But yeah, 4 cheeses would be Quattro. Fromage is French. What's the Italian for cheese? Someone cleverer than me, tell me. What's the Italian for cheese? Is it El Formaggio? Yeah, I was in the right ballpark. Quattro Formaggio. But yeah, Quattro Stagioni. Quattro Stagioni would be 4 seasons. Bad luck. You must get the next 2 correct, Brig. You must get the next one correct if you want to stay in the spotlight. For now, one more question on Saturday Night Takeaway. Take a look at this. In which year was Saturday Night Live first broadcast on NBC? Was it 1970, 1975, or 1980? 10 seconds. Quattro Canne, that sounds about right. Oh, for God's sake, battery. So stupid. I've got 2 pairs of batteries for this vape pen, and it charges off USB-C, which I've got about 1 billion different. Well, no, I've got at least one. My headphones charge off USB-C, which is currently what it's charging off. In which year was Saturday Night Live first broadcast on NBC? Correct answer. 1975, most of us getting that one right, including Brig, which means you're going to get to pick the next category. But beware, you must still get your next question correct, and that debug is working. Hooray. Well done, 1975. Time to pick another category, Brig. You're still in the spotlight. You've got 2 correct. Here's the board. Remember, you've got a swap available if you don't like any of them. You've got Terry Pratchett's Discworld, Ice Ice Baby, Space at the Mercury Prize, and Poker by Cycle Space. Which are we going for? Poker! A bit of poker. Still no swap used. Remember, you must get this question right if you want to stay in the spotlight. But it's Poker by Cycle Space, who is not with us tonight. So no points going out. So everyone is in play. And here's your first question. Whose win at the 2003 World Series of Poker main event is credited as one major trigger of the poker boom in the noughties, or the 2000s? Was it Chris Ferguson, Johnny Chan, or Chris Moneymaker? 10 seconds. And that's time. Pretty sure they've all won the World Series of Poker, but the correct answer there, it was Chris Moneymaker. Very well done, Brig, getting that one right. You're 3 right so far, and the next question is free, even if you get it wrong. Oh, fuck. You get to stay in the spotlight. This is the problem, though. It doesn't go. Oh, it's because it's wrapped. wrapped around that. Right, I've got a bit more slack on it now. It won't keep falling on the floor. Chris Moneymaker was the correct answer. Very well played. Another poker question, and this one is free. Brig, you get to stay in the spotlight no matter what. Here it is. What is the nickname for the lowest straight, which consists of ace, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it wipeout? Is it countdown? Or is it wheel? 10 seconds. I've had 2 now, Ryasu. I know, it's really bad. That's time. Correct answer. It's a wheel straight. You might hear commentators referring to a wheel draw if someone's holding like ace 2 and then a 3 and a 4 comes down on the flop. They're holding a gut shot wheel draw. Gut shot means there's only one out, whereas an open-ended draw is you've got 2 outs. The opposite of a wheel draw is... oh, Mark! Come on, this is one thing I know something about. Yes, it's a Broadway straight is the 10 through ace at the other end. This is something I actually know things about. I want to be clever. Normally I defer to the chat to say, tell me what's the opposite end, but that's what I actually know. I know things about gut shots and open-ended and Broadway and wheel draws. I know a little bit about poker. Let me have my moment. Let me have my moment on the poker category. Brig, you're absolutely right. 4 right so far. You're going to get to pick the next category no matter what, and there's one more question on poker. Let's have a look. What are the chances that a random 5-card hand is ranked 1 pair or higher? Is it 0.3, 0.5, or 0.1? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. 50% if you have a random 5-card hand. There's a 50% chance that it will be a pair or higher. I'm not going to get into combinatorics now. But yeah, that's just how poker works. But a pair, that's how the rankings are done. It's based on the probability of how likely that hand is, which is why a flush is higher than a straight, because you are statistically more likely to hit a straight than you are to hit a flush. 0.5 is the correct answer. Brig, absolutely bang on the money. You've got 3 for 3 on the poker category, and you've got 5 questions right in the spotlight. Very well played. It's time to pick another category. Remember, you have a swap available if you don't like anything that you see. You've got Terry Pratchett's Discworld by Ardenfett, Ice Ice Baby by Cola, Space at the Mercury Prize by Samster, and one new one. Where's That Stadium in the United States by the Lupine One once again. If you don't like any of them, you can swap one of them. We're getting rid of that second Lupine category, and it's being replaced by Cher Lloyd by Zeus. No swaps available. You must now pick a category. We go for Space at the Mercury Prize by Samster. I don't see Samster in the game, so he won't be frozen out, but he will get 100 pennies, which should have been written to the drive now. And Space at the Mercury Prize is the category. Here is your first of 3 questions, Brig. Which band was nominated for the inaugural Mercury Music Prize in 1992 for Stars? Was it Easily Yellow, Simply Red, or Plainly Blue? 10 seconds. Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd. Disco Stag! What a meme. Correct answer there was Simply Red. Almost everybody getting that one right there, including Brig. You're halfway to a maximum. I think I said 10 before. It's 12 is the maximum you're allowed in the spotlight before you're forcibly ejected. You've got 6 so far, and the answer was, of course, Simply Red. 96%, or just over 96.7% getting that one right. Let's have another one. What is the name of David Bowie's final studio album, which was nominated for the Mercury Prize in 2016? Is it Black Star, Dark Matter, or Black Holes and Revelations? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Black Star. You good, Brig? 7 out of... I think you've only dropped 1 so far. 7 out of 8 questions. Black Holes and Revelations, I know, was a Muse album, which was really good, which contained the song Supermassive Black Hole and Knights of Sidonia. Really good album. 2006, I think. Dark Matter, it's probably been an album, but not by Bowie. Black Star was the one we were after there. Very well played. Brig, you're going to get to pick the next category. Before that, though, one more question's on Space at the Mercury Prize. Which of these acts has never been nominated for a Mercury Prize for an album with the word moon in its title? Has never been nominated for Mercury Prize for an album with the word moon in its title. Options: Bat for Lashes, Radiohead, or Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. 10 seconds. And that's time. That's a hard question. I was just looking up the Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds discography. I'll show you the answer first of all. It's Bat for Lashes. Most players getting that wrong, including Brig. You must get the next question right. But yeah, Who Built the Moon was the album by Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. And Radiohead, because I don't have all the trivia to hand, but I think it's important that we know. Radiohead, someone will probably beat me to it in the chat. A Moon-Shaped Pool. Yes, Shapes is all over it. Moon-Shaped Pool was the album nominated by Radiohead. But Bat for Lashes have never had a Mercury Prize nomination for an album with the word moon in its title. Bad luck on that one, but you still got 7 right so far, Brig, which is pretty good going, and you get to pick the next category, and it's time to pick it now. So, Terry Pratchett's Discworld, Ice Ice Baby, Cher Lloyd, no swap available, so you must pick one of these categories. The fourth one is US Crosswords by Dogfish. What are we going for? Cher Lloyd by Zeusless. Zeus, you won't be able to answer these questions, but we are going to give you 3 free points and 100 pennies as a thank you for the contribution to the game. But you won't be able to answer these questions, which is why you've gone blue in the border. So, Cher Lloyd, as written by Zeus and Brig, here is your first question. Cher Lloyd rose to fame in 2010 when she came fourth in which UK reality show? Was it Big Brother, The X Factor, or Britain's Got Talent? 10 seconds. And that's time. As our content trends leader, Brig, if you got this one wrong, I fear that you'd have to retire your Twitter account. But you have got it right. The answer is, of course, The X Factor. It was the same series that had, I believe, Daniel Johnson, One Direction. Was that year? And God, who won it though? Was it Joe McElderry? Yeah, One Direction was 2010. Was it? I think Joe McElderry won it that year. Daniel Johnson was the year before. Okay. Who else was that? Was that one with Storm? What's his chops? Who went out quite early. Remember when Talisa from N-Dubs was a judge? I remember when N-Dubs were relevant. Those were the days. It was a talent. Well, of a fashion, I guess. Entertainment, I suppose. It's the right answer, Brig. Very well played. The X Factor is the correct answer. You've got 8 spotlight points. You can get up to 4 more before you're forcibly ejected. You must get the next question correct, though. Otherwise, that would be 2 out of 3 incorrect. So let's take a look at this. Here we go. In the 2013 viral video where the angry Scottish mother yells, "Disgusting!" what Cher Lloyd song is being performed? Is it Want You Back, With Your Love, or Oath? 10 seconds. And that's time. The meme came to the fore in an actual question. Most of you got it wrong. The correct answer was Oath. Brig was not one of them. Brig is powering on and is going to pick the next category. Was that a lucky guess? Yeah, well, the first bit of it was before. Has anyone not seen that meme? I feel that this is an opportune moment to share it.
I'm going to sing Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd or Rebecca G. then.
Yeah. Oath. There you go.
Does somebody not know how to flush the toilet after they've had a shit?
There was fucking one of yes. Disgusting.
There you go. That's the meme for anyone who wasn't aware of it. It's very funny. Oath was the correct answer, and it's a good punt there by Brig, who is going to get to pick the next category and get another question on Cher Lloyd for his trouble. And here it is. Who is Cher Lloyd? Cher Lloyd's birthday is the 28th of July, making her what star sign? Is it Cancer, Leo, or Virgo? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer is a Leo right in the middle. Virgo is my star sign, which is end of August to beginning of September. August 24th, I believe it begins. Leo, I always remember, is my sister's star sign. She's July 13th, and I think she's the front end of Leo, which encompasses most of July and the beginning of August. And then Cancer, I think, is May and June. I think astrology is not my strong suit. I know Scorpio is November. And that's all I can remember. But Brig, banging some answers out there. 3 for 3 on Cher Lloyd. You're rocking, mate. You're rocking. You've only got 2 more before you've got a full house, and you will be forcibly ejected and will give someone else a go. But you're putting yourself in a good stead to get into the final. For now, though, the job is on you to pick the next category. June 21st to July 21st. Thank you, Riasu. Terry Pratchett's Discworld, Ice Ice Baby, and US Crosswords are all still there, and one new one to pick from if you like. The Beatles by Topper One Gaming. Note the spelling. No swaps available. We're going for US Crosswords by Dogfish, who I don't believe is here, but we'll get 100 pennies in their absence. And US Crosswords, you got a free question at the front, Brig. Even if you don't know this one, you get to stay in the spotlight, but let's take a look at the first question on US Crosswords by Dogfish44. On which day of the week does the New York Times traditionally run its most difficult crossword of the week, usually a 15 by 15 themeless? Is it Monday, Sunday, or Saturday? 10 seconds. I do hear they're underrated, Oni, yes. I think for most people this is probably a 50-50 punt. It's going to be a weekend thing for the New York Times. It's certainly not going to be a Monday. No one's got time to read a paper on a Monday. They're catching up on emails from the weekend. The correct answer, it's a Saturday crossword, and Brig getting that one wrong along with the majority of players, only 22% getting that one right. So big pressure on for this next question. You must get it right if you want to stay in the spotlight. If you're not going to be able to pick the next category, because even if you get these next 2 right, you will be eliminated and we'll pick a new player before the next category. But you've done very, very well to get 10 so far. Let's see if you fare better on this next question. Sunday is larger but easier. Thank you, CJ Binks, for the extra info. Yeah, they get hard. Oh, do they get harder through the week? That I didn't know. Genuinely, Dogfish is the crossword guy. He's the one to go talk to about crosswords. I don't love crosswords. So I think this is why Cryptex, I know, is always sort of blown slightly hot and cold, which is basically a big, complicated crossword, effectively. But I know some people love it and some people are a bit more lukewarm towards it. Anyway, let's go on. Question number 2. Named by Rex Parker, Uxteplanon is the crossworder's god of what? Inaccurate clues, uncommon foreign words, or bad short fill? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Oh, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Dogfish, welcome to the stream. I'm the angry phrases guy, such as "Grr, Ben is disparaging cross." I'm not disparaging them. I'm just saying they're not for me. It's not my particular hobby of choice. But I do recognise that they have a place in society. Lots of people love them, and you are the crosswords guy, and you are now being the angry phrases guy as opposed to the crosswords guy. Very good. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. Give you a pogo. Very welcome on in, Dogfish. The correct answer there It's bad short, Phil. And Brig, you've got there again, just 29% getting there. You've got 11 spotlight points. Pressure's still on to get that. Well, the pressure's not really on, because if you get the next one right, or if you get it right, you're eliminated because you've got 12. If you get it wrong, you're eliminated because it's 2 out of 3. So pressure is off, but you've done a great job in the spotlight, Brig, and it's going to be a very hard bye to set. Is it going to be 11 or is it going to be 12? Let's find out. Another guess. Hey, they all count. Let's find out. Is it going to be 11 or 12 as we go to our final question on US Crosswords? Which 2021 ACPT finalist is the current editor of the USA Today crossword? Is it Eric Agard, Tyler Hinman, or David Plotkin? 10 seconds. Yeah, get ready, pack in your bags regardless, basically. Had a lovely day regardless. Day may not be over. When you set the bar pretty high, you may get a chance to come back and do the final. The correct answer is Erica Gard and Brig. You've got it right. You've got 12 out of 12, so you were being eliminated on that question regardless. But 12 questions, not 12 out of 12, but 12 questions in the spotlight. That is a feat that has only been, I think, seen once before, and that was at the dev game with Samster last couple of weeks ago. So the first canonic 12 out of 12, I think. Forgive me if I'm wrong, if someone else has done that, but that's a great run there, Brig. You are a shoo-in for the final. If someone else gets 12 out of 12, I think it goes to RNG. But we'll let's assume it is the first. Brig, the first. You'll put it on your blue plinth when we're all remembering you, and we put it up on the side of your house. Great run. Eric Agard was the correct answer, and only a quarter of the players in the wings getting that. Brilliant run there, Brig. I feel reasonably confident we may see you later on, but you never know. Somebody may come in and do another run of 12 questions. For now, you're going to go back to the wings, but thank you for playing, and we may see you later on. So a player is eliminated just as we come to the end of the category. Brig gets a nice purple border to show that he has been in the spotlight. But the game goes on, and it's time to put somebody else in there to see if they can rival Brig, and of course to pick our next category for everybody else. Let's put another player into the spotlight. Owen Dalton, it is your chance to shine. Press the button to let us know you're still here. That's why I got rid of the menacing magenta. Yeah. Owen Dalton is here, and he's going to come and pick our next, not our first, we've had a few already, but our next category. And as Brig had a swap, you get a swap now as well. If you don't like any of the categories, you can choose to swap it. Be careful which button you're pressing because they're not always obvious. But if you don't like any of them, you can swap one of them once and only once. Your options are Terry Pratchett's Discworld by Ardenfett, Ice Ice Baby by Cola Cola, The Beatles, note the spelling, by Topple One Gaming, and one new one for you, Taylor Swift by Zeus. Which are we going for, or are we going to swap? We're getting rid of Taylor Swift and we're replacing it with Percussion by Oni91_573. And that is the one we are going for. So, Oni at the pub isn't going to be able to answer these questions because I don't think he's in the game. But, Oni, more of your questions coming up tonight, and this time on the subject of percussion. Owen Dalton, very best of luck in the spotlight. Here is your first question on percussion. The cajon is a Peruvian instrument whose name translates to what? Is it bottle, tin, or box? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. It's a box. I don't have any notes on this one, but yeah, I guess it's a little box thing. I probably should know this as a musician, but I guess I don't. It's a good start, though, for you, Dalton. You've got it right, you've gone green, and you've got your first pip in the spotlight. Box is the right answer. Oh, it's one of the city ones. It's a sit-on and drum one. Like cojones, but with the vowels changed. Very much that. On we go. Next question on percussion. What's the name of that percussion instrument that you hear in the clock music of the game show Countdown? Love this. Is it a vibraslap, a flexotone, or a lagaphone? 10 seconds.
Oh, hiccup.
For those who are interested what that instrument is, it's this one from Gear for Music. Dun dun. Okay, so that's what the vibra slap sounds like. Dun 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 did it. So it's basically a sort of wooden ball on a metal rung that's tightly bound up to a sort of an echo box, and you slap it and it sort of ricochets and goes grrr, and it makes that funky sound. It's used to probably the most famous effect in the Countdown theme, and it's it's called a vibra slap. And getting that one right as well, Dalton. You're going to get to pick the next category. Pressure is off a little bit on this question, and most players in the wings getting that as well, 61%. Guy played it with the slapperphone. A lagerphone sounds like the beer. Is it lagerphone? I always thought it was lagerphone because it's sort of German derivation. Shitload of beer bottles on a stick. Is it really lagerphone? I'm sure it's lagerphone. Lagerphone. Oh, so yeah, it's probably easy to say that with an Australian accent. Right, one more question on percussion. You're good so far, Dalton. Let's take a look at question number 3. In a set of conga drums, which of these drums has the highest pitch? Is it a quinto, a conga, or a tumba? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. It's a quinto, and you're 3 for 3 on percussion there, Owen Dalton. 71% of the audience getting that one as well. No drama on percussion. You've done well so far. You're 3 for 3, and it's time to pick another category. Terry Pratchett's Discworld, Ice Ice Baby, and the Beatles are all still there. No swaps available. One new category. Around Britain via Bus by the Lupine One. Which one are you going for? We're going with the new category, Around Britain via Bus. Lupine, you won't be able to answer these, but you'll get 3 free points and 100 pennies added to your bank. Well, let's take a look at our first question on Around Britain via Bus. The Tros Cymru network of long-distance bus routes is centred on which country of the United Kingdom? Is it Wales, Scotland, or Northern Ireland? 10 seconds. Lovely to see a sea of green. Wales is the correct answer. Apparently 96.77% were correct, so I guess my debug is not accounting for Lupine not being able to answer because he wrote the question. Yeah, the Tros Cymru network is centred in Wales. Very well played. 4 questions so far, Dalton. Here's another one. Britain's most scenic bus route is the 840 between Leeds and Whitby, passing by the whole of Hawkram, a 400-foot deep natural amphitheatre, known by which nickname? Is it the Devil's Arse, the Devil's Punch Bowl, or the Devil's Backbone? 10 seconds. And that's time. All of these, I think, are real places. The correct answer is the Devil's Punch Bowl. The Devil's Arse is down in Derbyshire, so a little bit further south. The Devil's Backbone. Oh, that's a film, a 2001 film, horror film by Guillermo del Toro. And the Devil's Punch Bowl, I've definitely heard. I have a funny feeling I've walked around it at some point. But if you want an image of the Devil's Punch Bowl, it looks quite scenic, actually. There it is. Yeah, Hindhead Commons, the Devil's Punch Bowl. Lovely stuff. Very well done, Dalton. You're 5 for 5 so far. You're going to get to pick the next category. And you've got one more question on Around Britain by Bus. Or via bus. Here it is. First's Excel bus route between Norwich and Peterborough squeezes through the South Gate when entering which Norfolk town? Is it Swaffham, Derham, or King's Lynn? 10 seconds. And that's time. And the correct answer is King's Lynn. 6 for 6 so far, Dalton. You're doing very, very well. 6 spotlight points there. 61% getting that right in the wings. And it's time to pick another category. It was a guess. It was a good one. We still got Discworld, Ice Ice Baby, and the Beatles all still there. One new category and no swaps available. Ben showed us a punch hole from Puzzle Dan. Thank you for that raid message, Dan. New category. Fears by Jay White. Which one are we going for? And again, we're going for the new category. Jay White, an older member of the community. Let's see what the fears bring. See if they give you the fears. Yeah, I thought it was funny as well, Tywin. Here's your first question on fears. What is ostraconophobia the fear of? Is it shellfish, outer space, or evergreen trees? 10 seconds. Jay White was good people. Wrote good trivia. So they did. That's time. And the correct answer. It's your first misstep, Dalton. Shellfish was the answer. Dalton going for evergreen trees, not the answer. No shame in that. Only 32% of the audience getting that one right. Pressure is on for this next one. You must get it right if you want to stay in the spotlight. Let's take a look at it. What colour is the character Fear in the 2015 Disney film Inside Out? Are they purple, yellow, or green? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer. Oh, Dalton! That's 2 out of 3 incorrect. What did you go for there? What did you go for? I'm not actually seeing an answer. No. Tough opener. I can't see anything. Did you give an answer? I'm not. Oh no, you were the first one to answer. You went for yellow. No, they're not. They're purple. Let me show you what fear looks like on Inside Out. Images. That's fear. Yeah, they're purple. Yellow's happiness or joy. Well, she wears a sort of green dress, but is sort of glows with yellow. And the other answer that was there was green. Green is green disgust? Yeah, disgust is green on Inside Out. Great. I haven't seen the second one. I really enjoyed the first one, but not to be this time, Dalton. 67.75% getting that one right in the wings. You've had a good run there, Dalton. It's not going to be enough for the final because Briggs 12 is going to supersede yours, but you got 6. And you had a really good run, but unfortunately your luck just ran out on fears. Thank you very much for playing, but it's time to put you out of the spotlight. Pips are yellow to indicate that is what the high score is, as set by Brig. I recognise that's not necessarily obvious when we haven't got any other context, but Brig is still in line to be our finalist tonight. There is possibly an opportunity for someone to get into the spotlight now and match a 12, at which point it would come down to RNG. Or no, it doesn't go to RNG. I keep saying that. It doesn't go to RNG. It goes down to how many you've got right in the wings overall, I think is the next tiebreak. I'd need to check the code though. But for now, we do need to put someone else in the spotlight to finish off this category of fears and to pick our next category. And that player is going to be Fets. Press the button to confirm you are still here and we will put you into the spotlight. There you are. Welcome, Fets. Lovely to have you here. And time to face your fears because we've got to finish off this pack before you get the opportunity to choose one for yourself. Good luck to you. Here is the final question on fears. Which actor of the 1962 thriller Cape Fear had a cameo appearance in the 1991 remake alongside Nick Nolte, who played his original character? Was it Gregory Peck, Robert Mitchum, or Marlon Brando? 10 seconds. And that is time. Yeah, Nick Nolte was in the remake alongside Jessica Lange and Robert De Niro, who had the lead. The correct answer, I'm assuming, is Gregory Peck. Because I'm just looking at the wiki here. Robert Mitchum was also in the remake, as was Marlon Brando is not appearing on the list here, but yeah, Gregory Peck obviously having the cameo alongside Nick Nolte. I've not seen either of them. It was Martin Scorsese did the remake in 1991. Who did the original? Was it Hitchcock? J. Lee Thompson. J. Lee Thompson did the original. But yeah, Martin Scorsese, who I love, is one of my favourite directors, Martin Scorsese. I feel like that's a film I should probably watch. Gregory Peck was the right answer. And Fetz, you're good so far, and you get to pick a category with no pressure. Let's take a look at the board. Terry Pratchett's Discworld, Ice Ice Baby and the Beatles. You have got to swap if you don't like any of them and you want to get rid of one of them to replace with something else. Your new category is The Souls series by Jogging. Swap or pick? We're going for The Beatles. Note the spelling by Topper One Gaming. Topper, 100 pennies and 3 free points going to you. And here's your first question on The Beatles with 2 E's, or 3 E's if you count the one at the end. Take a look at this. Found on the large majority of beetles, what is the purpose of elytra? Elytra. Elytra? Elytra. Found on the large majority of beetles, what is the purpose of elytra? Is it to protect the wings, to sense pheromones, or is it to fight? 10 seconds. Seems bugged. And that's time. Correct answer. They're there to protect the wings. They're the hard casing or the forewings that cover the hind wings. The hind wings are the ones used for flight. So if you see a ladybird, the red and the black, the prettiness, that's the elytra. That sort of peels back, and then the thin, flappy, precious ones, they're the ones that actually are used to fly. But that's called the elytra or the elytra. Unsure of the pronunciation. You got that one right. Good answering there, Fetz. Pressure is off for this next question. Let's have a look at it. Who is the lady referring to in the name of the ladybird beetle, also known as ladybug? Is it Eve, the first woman, Mary, mother of Jesus, or Esther, Queen of Persia? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Mary, mother of Jesus, Jesus of Nazareth. And that's a wrong answer from you there, Fetz. The first one in the spotlight. Yeah, the 7 dots on a ladybug symbolise Mary's 7 joys and 7 sorrows. This feels like a slightly tenuous link, because that feels like 14, unless there's 7 on each wing. I can't be sure. But that's a wrong answer. You must get the next one right on Beatles if you want to stay in the spotlight, Fetz. Here's one more question on the Beatles. Well, the 2-dotted ladybug, yeah, I guess they're the exception that prove that. I don't know. I don't make the rules, Proogs. I don't make the rules. So let's just read the questions. Here's your third Beatles question. Approximately what percentage of all the world's known animal species are beetles? Is it 3%, 11%, or 22%? All of the world's known animal species, what percentage are beetles? 10 seconds. Any coleopterists here? We'll find out. And that's time. Correct answer was not one that was given by Fetz. 22% of all animal species on this earth are beetles. Yeah, 40% of all insects are beetles, which is madness. But yeah, 22% of all life on this planet is categorized as a beetle. Or known life, I suppose we should probably qualify on this question. But yeah, that's a lot. Fetz, what did you go for? You went for 11%. Went for the high figure, but not high enough. Yeah, 22%. It's quite bonkers, really. 58% got that one right. But unfortunately, Fetz, you weren't one of them. So I'm afraid we have to lose you from the spotlight. Thank you for playing, but your journey is over. So we've had 3 players come through the spotlight, and it's time for another one to come and pick the next category. Who is next to face the board? Let's put a player in the spotlight. Silent Marine, press the button to let us know you're here. Welcome to the game, and you got to pick a fresh category all for yourself. Let's take a look at the board. Discworld, Ice Ice Baby, and the Soul series are all still there. You've got a swap available if you don't like any of them, and one new category for you. Shaman, 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 Shemin by the Lupine One. We're going for the Soul series by Jogging, not using your swap, and Jogging, you will not be able to answer these questions if you're in the game, which I don't think you are actually. But we'll give you 100 pennies for contributing this pack. Let's take a look at our first question on the Souls series. Which Japanese video game developer produced the games in the Dark Souls series? Is it From Software? From Software? Or From Over There? 10 seconds. That would be the easy one of the lot. The correct answer? It's From Software, yes. The Dark Souls and the what's the other one? The one everyone seems to like. Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and what's the new one that George R.R. Martin contributed to? That everyone apart from me as well. Elden Ring. Thank you, Joe. I always feel like I played a bit of Dark Souls 3, the PC version, and I couldn't get. I just about got past the first boss and felt that was a great achievement. I didn't want to go any further and risk impugning myself, so I didn't play any more than that. But yeah, they're really bloody hard. Oh, did they do Armored Core as well? Bloodborne, yes, Bloodborne. Yahtzee was a big fan of Bloodborne. It's a good start for you, Silent Marine. You're 1 for 1, and let's have another question on the Souls series. Which non-playable character features in every game in the series, always initially guiding the player before immediately leading you into a trap? Is it Socks, Mittens, or Patches? 10 seconds. The risk of thinking it's just a trio of cats here. The correct answer is Patches. Socks and Mittens are a little bit too not really Dark Souls universe. It's the wrong answer, I'm afraid, Solomon. You must get the next one right if you want to stay in the spotlight. And let's take a look at it. This one is for the kids in the back. Which of these is a real Dark Souls boss? Is it the Coming Darkness, Milk-Starved Maiden, or Ceaseless Discharge? And the dog has appeared at that exact moment. 10 seconds. What do you think? Come here, you. Ceaseless Discharge, aren't you? That's you. He heard Ceaseless Discharge and he came stalking into the office, and as it happens, Ceaseless Discharge is the correct answer.
Yeah, Milk-Starved Maiden is probably the one I would have gone for, as not a veteran of the Soul series. The dog, he just wandered in, literally as I said the last answer. He said, "Oh, this is my area. I am with my people now." Yes, The Coming Darkness, Milk-Starved Maiden, Ceaseless Discharge. Great options from jogging there, but Ceaseless Discharge was the answer, not the answer that Silent Marine went for. I'm afraid it's a short tenure in the spotlight at Silent Marine, and we do have to say goodbye. And I'm getting a little debug in the console saying pack limit reached, it's time for the final. So Silent Marine, you were going on that one anyway. And at this point, we need to pick the player who has done best in the spotlight over the last 10 packs to come and face one question from each pack for a place on our leaderboard. I'm just going to take... And Silver Electron, hello, welcome to the stream. I take this opportunity to look at the spotlight leaderboard. And of course, there's still gold, silver, and bronze available for the high scorers. Last time we played, when Samster played, he got both the gold medal and the spotlight leaderboard position, but the leaderboard is separate from the medal table. The medal table is gold, silver, and bronze, as it always is for the top 3 scoring players, but the leaderboard is completely separate. At the moment, Vixen has got 8 out of 10, Nando and Samster have got 7 out of 10, Kolo has got 4 out of 10. Those are the 4 players on the spotlight leaderboard. And it's time to put tonight's finalist, our spotlight finalist. I think we all know who we're expecting here. With 12 out of 12, our spotlight finalist is Brig B. Press the button, Brig. Let us know you're still here. And come and take your place in spotlight history. So, you got 12 questions in the spotlight, a feat I think only Samster has done previously. And Samster finished with 7 out of 10 in the final. How this works, Brig, we've had 10 packs over the course of this game. You're now going to get 1 extra question from each of those packs. And the score that you end up with is the score that goes onto the leaderboard. The leaderboard is very, very coveted. There are not many people on it. So either way, you are going to be on that leaderboard tonight, Brig. But the question is, how high up can you get? For everybody else, if you're playing along, gold, silver, and bronze are available for the players who get the most questions right. And of course, pennies still apply for every question that you do get right. Why are you licking the inside of my elbow, you weird animal? I love you too. Right. Brig's got a big moment coming up, Dex. Can I go play Spotlight now? Can I go play Spotlight? Can I go play Spotlight now? Yes, I love you too. Yes, I love you too. Can we play Spotlight? Do you want Doggo time? Shall we have Doggo time before the Spotlight final? Come on then, let's do Doggo time. It's a good omen for you, Brig. Time for Doggo time. Here he is. He says, Brig, I want you to win. Brig, I want you to win Spotlight. I want you to do really well and go to the top of the leaderboard. I love you. I love everybody here. Hello. You're gonna wave. Hello. Hello. You're just like in the flashing lights, aren't you? Brig says thank you, Dexter. What a good boy. Do you want to stay here and host with me? Do you want to co-host? Do you want to co-host with me? Okay. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's so cute. Tiny version of Lady Odie's like, he's not that small. He's big for a spaniel. See all the other spaniels and he's like so much bigger than them. Right, Brig. The pleasantries are over and done. It is time for your Spotlight final. Writers, if your question comes up, this is by design. It's not a bug. You will be able to answer your questions. You don't get free points, but if you can remember your trivia, you do get a free point for answering it correctly. So you're not locked out of answering here. So, Brig, wish you the very best of luck. Let's play your Spotlight final. Oh yeah, German Shepherds are much bigger. So it's Spotlight Knowledge, 1 question from each of the 10 categories we've seen, starting with Saturday Night Takeaway by Lupine. According to the UK's Office for National Statistics, which of these takeaway meals has increased the most in price between July 2019 and July 2024? Is it kebab, fish and chips, or pizza? 10 seconds.
And that's time. The correct answer. Good start, Brig. Fish and chips is the right answer. Yeah, I probably would have believed that. Rising energy and labour costs and the Russia-Ukraine war disrupting sunflower oil supplies have pushed up the cost of takeaway meals, but fish and chips especially due to sanctions on Russian seafood and poor potato harvests. Kebabs have gone up 44%, or 0.44. I'm trying to work out this. 0.44, fish and chips 0.52, and pizza 0.3. I'm assuming that's 44%, 52%, and 30%. 19 players getting that one right, including Brig. Very well done. That's a good start. Let's go on to your next one. Let's take a look. Oh, hello. It's Poker by Cyclespace. Which poker game is similar to Texas Hold'em, except each player receives a 4-card hand instead of a 2-card hand? Is it Omaha, Ottawa, or Osaka? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Omaha, most of us getting that one right, including Brig. I remember the one time I played Omaha online, I completely misunderstood the rules and thought I had a straight flush, but I was using 3 of the cards in my hand. But of course, you get 4, but you can only use 2 of them, and then the rest you have to use communal cards. And I was using 3 of the ones in my hand, thinking I had a straight flush, and I actually ended up with like having a pair playing against a flush or something. It was really silly. Yeah, it's far too complicated. But you're getting the right answer, Brig. You're 2 for 2. Well played. Let's just take a look at some of these wings scores, because I've not really checked in with them over the course of this game. 26 looks to be the highest over there on the right-hand side. Is that Zeus, possibly? 24 down on the bottom left, and a 23 as well. 26, 24, 23. That's Zeus, Colo, and is that Rias, possibly? Those look to be the high scores so far. Let's go on to another question for you, Brig. Here it is. It's Space at the Mercury Prize by Sam Stowe. Which artist released a 2013 Mercury Prize-nominated album, Sing to the Moon? Was it Laura Marling, Laura Muvala, or Laura White? 10 seconds. You getting down there? Good boy. And that's time. The correct answer, Laura Valu. Vula? Is it a silent M? Is it like a Django thing? Mavula. It's Mavula. So it is a pronounced M. Laura Mavula. I have to say, it's not a name I've come across, but Brig, you bang on. 3 for 3. Very well played. And only 38% getting this in the audience game. Well done if you did get that. Let's go on. Next question. Cher Lloyd by Zeusless. Cher Lloyd's debut single also happened to be her best-selling one, but what was it called? Was it Queen Springsteen, Swagger Jagger, or Villain Dylan? 10 seconds. Dex, leave the carpet. And that's time. Correct answer? Swagger Jagger. That's about the level of the words in it, but that was basically the tune. Swagger Jagger was the correct answer. Brig, you're 4 for 4. Great effort so far. 67% getting this right in total. 28, 25, 25. Cola and Riosu currently tied for silver. 28 going to Zeus. And I tell a lie, 27. Brig up there with 27 points currently in silver place. Bronze is tied between Riosu and Cola at the moment. Zeus still in gold position. 6 questions to go this game night. Let's go on to question number 5. Take a look. US crosswords by Dogfish. Which town, found at the 8th mile of the Boston Marathon, lends its name to the crossword principle of never allowing uninferable proper nouns to cross? Is it Natick, Nashua, or Utica? 10 seconds.
I'll be having a punt on this one. There's more crossword stuff that I don't know about. Apparently neither does Brig or 70% of the audience, just 29%. 9 players getting this one right. Natic is the correct answer, and I have no more notes to give you. I barely understood the question. Only saying, I'm from Utica and I've never heard of steamed hams. Very good. First misstep in the final. Brig still potential to get 9, which is top of the leaderboard. Let's see how you get on with this next question. It's percussion by Oni. Which Cuban percussionist had a pop hit in 1963 with Watermelon Man? Was it Tito Puente, Mongo Santamaria, or Clemente Chico Piquero? 10 seconds. I've done my best with the pronunciations. I don't want to hear anyone saying I got them wrong. I tried. And that's time. Correct answer. Mongo Santamaria was the correct answer. Brig going for Tito Puente there. Not the answer. You're stuck on 4, Brig. Maximum of 8 available now with 4 questions to go. We've still got Zeus with the gold spot. Brig, you're still in silver spot with 27, just a point ahead of Rios and Cola, both on 26. Let's see what the next question brings. Take a look at this. So around Britain via bus by Lupine. On the 3rd of May 2022, which clergy person tweeted, "The number 12 from Eastbourne to Brighton is without any whisper of a doubt the best bus in the world"? Was it Kate Botley, Justin Welby, or Richard Coles? 10 seconds. And that's time. Much as I'd have loved for the Archbishop of Canterbury to have tweeted this, it was always going to be Richard Coles, the Reverend Richard Coles, former rock star, vicar, and now frequent guest on comedy panel shows. Yeah, it's the sort of thing Richard Coles would have tweeted. Most players getting that one right. Zeus notably not getting that right. So we've got a single point between gold and silver and a single point between silver and bronze. Still with a tie for bronze on 27. Brig getting that one right, moving up to 5 out of 7. With 3 questions to go. Still potential for joint top of the leaderboard. Let's take a look at our next question. It's Fears by Jay White. Which breakfast food item was Alfred Hitchcock famously petrified of and disgusted by? Is it eggs, pancakes, or sausage? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer was, of course, eggs. Nothing more to say on that one. I think that's a relatively well-known piece of trivia. 74% of the lobby getting it, including Brig. 6 out of 8 with 2 questions to go. We're doing well, Brig. I don't want to put pressure on you for the top of the leaderboard, but the top spot on the leaderboard is 8 points. Vixen, 1 more, and you're tied for second with Nando and Samster. You get both of them, and you share the top spot with Vixen. Take a look at this. It's the Beatles by Topper. The largest known beetle has what binomial name? Is it Goliathus Goliatus, Titanus Giganteus, or Dynastus Hercules? 10 seconds. And that's time. I would have gone for Goliathus Goliatus here. Because the Goliath stag beetle? Is that a thing? The correct answer is Titanus Giganteus, and not many players getting this one. Yeah, the Titanus Giganteus, commonly known as the Titan beetle,
grows over 17 centimeters, 6.7 inches in length. Goliathus is a large beetle, but not as large as the Titan, and the Dynastus Hercules is the Hercules beetle. Again, not as large as the other two. Brig getting that one wrong, along with the vast majority of players in the game. Just 6.45%, just 2 players, Colin and whoever that is on 22, getting that one right. It does mean the top spot is denied to you. Who's that? Is that Spokes in red? Who's in red up there? I can't even see because I don't know if it's not Spokes. Spokes isn't in the game. Who's in red? Oh, is it Opsy? Oh, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Opsy, are you here? Yeah, Opsy. That would make sense. Hang on a minute before I carry on. Opsy, are you here? You won a prize at the penny prize draw last season, I think. Are you a Dillo in Discord, aren't you? You won a prize. I pinged you. You never responded. So yeah, you've got a Twitch sub to a channel of your choice, or I can donate £10 to a charity of your choice. Yeah, I thought I'd get you now, because otherwise I won't get you a Discord. Sorry to bring it up last season stuff, but yeah, welcome to the stream. Let me know in Discord, assuming you are a Dillo in the Discord, let me know in DMs, you've got a prize. I can give you a Twitch sub to a channel of your choice, or I can donate £10 to a charity of your choice. Entirely up to you. You are, good stuff. Okay, send me a DM. Brig. The top spot is denied, but you can still tie for second, or if you get this one wrong, you take third with 6 out of 10. The very best of luck. Here is the final question of game night tonight. It's on the Soul series by Jogging, featuring only in Dark Souls 2, which controversial stat attribute governs the amount of invincibility frames you have while performing a role. Is it adaptability, resistance, or courage? 10 seconds. I know people are still waiting for stuff. I wouldn't have brought it up if I was very well aware that I'd paid them all. It has been a very busy time, and I know I haven't got around to them, and I will get around to them. That's why they're there on the Discord, and it's why I'm bringing it up now, so that people can remind me. But yes, you don't need to remind me. I am aware I haven't done it. I'm famously slow at paying out, but it's a prize. It's a bonus thing. It's not like an IOU sort of thing, you know. So it will happen. It will happen. I like to think this weekend, but the last couple of weekends have just been bonkers. So apologies, you've not received your prizes from last season. They will happen. It's become a bit of a running joke that I'm just really bad, and it'll happen like 2 or 3 weeks into the new season. It's all good. It's all good. So, featuring only in Dark Souls 2, which controversial stat attribute governs the amount of invincibility frames you have while performing a role? Adaptability, resistance, or courage? The correct answer... Not wait for me to slide into your DMs, Zeus. Regularly in your DMs. The correct answer is adaptability, and Brig has gone for the wrong answer. He went for courage. He used some courage, and it didn't pay off, which means, Brig, you're going to finish third on the Spotlight leaderboard, but a great effort getting 12 in your first run and finishing with 6 out of 10. That is a huge achievement. Give it up in the audience for Brig B, tonight's Spotlight finalist. Second favourite behind Danger Zone. Well, thank you very much, Brig. I take that as high praise from yourself. Really glad you enjoyed it, and huge congratulations. So getting into the final of Spotlight, it's a very coveted spot. Not many people get there. So you've got to get into the game first. You've then got to perform in the game, and then you've got to, be the best. So really good stuff. Really, really well played. Can I extend my thanks to all of the writers who've contributed to the trivia tonight? Thank you very much. I know there are a few that came up and then weren't picked. That is the nature of the game, but we've still got lots of trivia in the game. We've got over 30 packs still. Spotlight will return very soon, and Curse Toucan, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Really glad you enjoyed that, Brig. You've done a great job, and third place on the leaderboard is nothing to be sniffed at all. So huge congratulations, and of course we'll translate everything into pennies for everyone. Let's just take a look at, let's see if I've actually done my bug fixing, because at this point we should be able to see
A leaderboard. Hooray! It rode the data to the drive and it didn't crash. Those are the scores, and it's Zeus who takes a gold medal with 31 correct answers. Brig, Rias, and Kola, you're all going to get a silver medal with 29, and it's going to be Mark who takes the bronze with 26. For everybody else, those are the questions that you got right out of the number of questions that were asked tonight, which would have been, I guess, 40. 3 times 10 plus 10 at the end. Yeah, 40 questions. Zeus getting 31. 3 of them, I think, free, because there was just 1 pack from Zeus tonight. But yeah, great effort. Lovely stuff. And very well done. Those will translate into pennies. And the penny payout rate, it might have even said on your devices already. But if it hasn't, it's times 10. Yes, it does on the device. I love it when it says it on the devices and you know before me, and I have to go and look at one of the components to see what my payout ratio is. But yeah, times it by 10. So if you're Zeus with 31 questions, you're going to get 310 pennies out of that, which seems quite cheap, actually. I feel like I should probably inflate that, but it's already been written to the bank. Maybe I'll look into it later on in the season. It has been written to the drive. This is a weird one where it writes it to the drive at this point rather than on the closing credits. So your pennies should now be live. And Brig, you're going to go into 3rd place on the leaderboard with 6 right in the Spotlight Fund. I like Spotlight because you have 2 elements of the game. You've got the gold, silver, bronze medals, but you've also got the leaderboard, which sort of permeates in the as the sort of the foreground game, the focus game. But then you've got the medal tables in the background of the pennies as well. So it's really good fun. And I'm glad it worked without crashing for the first time since I've rebuilt the software. So happy days. Look, thank you all for playing. Thank you again to all the writers. Congratulations to our medalists, and big congratulations to Brig. I'm going to roll the credits, and then I will come back to the camera just to wrap up the evening. But it's been great fun. A nice, steady, sedate sort of stream tonight, but I've really enjoyed it. Congrats again to Brig. You've been a great Spotlight contestant, and thank you all for playing. I will see you after the credits to wrap up this game night, and yeah, I'll see you there. Was it just me, or did the final spotlight on the credits, it felt ever so slightly high? I think I might need to adjust the animator, the animation on that, because that felt a little bit high. But no crashes, hooray! I'm going to go check the Penny Bank post-stream to make sure everything has added on correctly. But massive thanks. I just went to the trivia folder by default to move it into the use folder. But of course, I don't have to do that with this game. It just does it all automatically. Oh, what a great stream it's been. A nice, steady pace I've taken it tonight. I said I was feeling a bit tired, but it's really perked me up tonight. So thank you all so much for coming out to join me. I've had a really, really good time. And I hope you have as well. Thank you again to Oni for writing the Escape Artist, to Zeus for Crossfire, and to everyone who contributed to the spotlight questions there tonight. Very well done to Brig, a worthy finalist, and getting into third place on the leaderboard right there. It's been great fun. I've had a great night. I want to keep going, but also I also want to leave everyone wanting more, and I recognise I should probably go to bed. So, roll on Thursday when we've got Throwback Battlefront and Cryptex. Next Saturday, Data Leak, Distinction and The Purge. That should be a mega stream. Very much looking forward to that. No warm-up game, so make sure you get in at 8 o'clock sharp, because I'll probably be starting Data Leak probably about 5 past 10 past 8 as opposed to sort of 20 to 9 like it was tonight with the Escape Artist. But yeah, starting on time with no warm-up game next week, so that'll be really good fun. In the interim, Go Cats top tomorrow for Krypton Factor and Elimination. You've got Ash this week, Wipeout, Relativity, Redact. Did I say Relativity? There was Relativity on with Ashes? I remembered everything apart from that.
Wipeout Relativity Redacted and Outright next Friday. Be there for that. I'd say I'm going to dinner with a friend next Friday, so but it's at their house, so I could probably convince them to put Outright on, and we'll make our presence known, I'm sure. But tomorrow is Topper. That's where it is in the immediate future. Go follow Topper One Gaming. I'll give him another shout out. Topper One Gaming. Go give him a follow. Krypton Factor and Elimination tomorrow. It should be really good fun. I'm going to try and be there myself. I haven't got anything in the diary tomorrow night, so I'll try and make an appearance myself. That's it. That is it from me for another game night. It's been a great fun tonight. Thank you again, everyone, for coming to join me. It's been a really lovely way to end what has been a really nice Saturday for me. So thank you for coming to keep me company and playing the trivia. There's no one really to raid. I've got ESA Marathon and GDQ, both of which look like reruns. Is GDQ a rerun? Has anyone got any suggestions for a raid? Because we've still got quite a few people here, and I've got some really good raid messages. There's some recommendations. Someone's playing Little Nightmares, which I'm a big fan of. No, I'm not doing the Space 4 game. No. I want to go to bed. I'll go to bed. I think Riddy Crash, who's playing Little Nightmares, because that is a brilliant game. I feel they look vaguely familiar. I feel like I must have raided them before. Yeah, so we're going to raid Riddy Crash. I need to pick a message and give 100 pennies to them. I had 3 that were at the top of my list. There was the Rishi Sunak one. There was Death Instead of Fish. I really like Death Instead of Fish. Well done if you got tuberculosis. That was the front runner. Sumo legend Rishi Sunak and Death Instead of Fish. Which one? It's got to be one of those. Ceaseless Discharge is a last minute late entry as well. Oh. Well done if you got tuberculosis. I think just for the... Yeah, I'm going for that one. Just for the sheer randomness of it. I'm going to give it to... was that Astragali? I think it was Astragali. I could give you 100 pennies. I'm fairly sure it was Astragali who said Death Instead of Fish. Let's go with that. Did I not own it? Well, let me give you 100 pennies now. Oni91_573. Alright, you're happy now. Yeah, we're going for Death Instead of Fish. Because that is, of course, the precursor to the Hallow stream, which is coming up Thursday week, which should be really, really good fun. Dead Herrings, Bidding War, and The Abyss. So a wrong has been righted. Indeed it has. Look, I'm off for the rest of the weekend, so thank you all very, very much for coming to join me tonight. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm going to try and catch you on Toppers tomorrow, and I'll try and get into Ashes as well on Wednesday if I'm not out somewhere. But in the interim, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. Be safe in the weather. Apparently there's storms coming tomorrow. I know the Great South Run has been called off tomorrow because of storm warnings. So be careful if you're going outside. Look after yourselves as always. Be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. And until Thursday, Throwback Thursday, Battlefront and Cryptex coming up on Thursday with some retro packs. And I will see you there, if not before. And until then, you have been watching Game Night with Crossfire, the Escape Artist, and Spotlight. I've been Royal Flush. Until next time, take care. Peace out and good night.